Live from the basement at JJ Watt, this is the Basement Benchwarmers podcast.
Yep, this is the Basement Benchwarmers podcast. Sorry for the delay, little technical difficulties to start the evening, but looks like we're on track. No Ed tonight. We are in JJ Watt's basement, though. We're looking for Ed. He might be down here, we thought, but no, he's not. He likes big, burly men. But tonight, Hop is here visiting. Hot Stove Hop is in the room with us. So, Hop, how are you? Oh, everybody's off.
Turn us back on.
We got, well, first we'll go Hop, Eric, Glenn, Willie. That's who's all here tonight. Let's start with Hop. Hop, how you doing? And how was your week since we talked to you a couple weeks ago, or like 2 weeks ago?
Good. Played dartball with Willie twice since I'll steal his bit. And that's about it.
I had to see him twice in 1 week. I'm telling you, that's a lot.
It was.
It's like it's like getting the plague. Eric, how was your week?
Am I on now?
Yeah.
You turned yourself off that time.
Hop actually turned me off, which he does to a lot of people. All right, in honor of our missing bench warmer, Ed. So, guys, I almost didn't make it to the show on time tonight.
No kidding.
Yeah, I had to go over to Glenn's because we were going to look through his White Sox stuff tonight so we can mess with Hop a little bit. And all I could find that fit me were some open collar V-necks and some tight shorts. So after several TikTok videos, I finally made it on time. So.
To be seen later.
Glenn, how about you?
Just pretty boring week. Thought out a little bit with the warm weather. Enjoyed that. Excited for baseball starting. 2 days in now. Sox are going to win it all. Just going to tell Hop that now. I'm joking.
To quote Tim Anderson, you're not the best effing team in the American League.
I did see that.
A good week.
I did see that. Tim Anderson. Hey, I like the what do you call it? Not cockiness. What's the word? Swag. I don't know. What the
swag and confidence.
Confidence is the word. Confidence. I mean, but he's right. I mean, in a way, he's right. Sorry, Willie. How was your week before we go on to that?
No, pretty good. I mean, but the truth be known here, that we recorded the show for like about a half hour, 45 minutes before Scott realized he didn't have it on. we're just frozen here the whole time here, and he thought this we were supposed to look.
Was it the lost episode?
Oh, we gotta find that at some point.
Will it ever show up?
Yeah. So the Tim Anderson thing, though, he's right, though. They got to be good now. They have to be, right?
They're a good team.
Yeah.
The thing that I didn't like that he said, and I was listening to his interview on the radio, was he said that they're the most athletic team too, and they still have like Jose Abreu, who's just fat and slow. He won the MVP. They got Grandal at catcher. Yohan Moncada is not exactly slick at third base. Not that the Twins are fast or anything like that, but they got swag. It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to say the least.
It's their 300-year-old GM that I'm worried about.
Tony La Russa when he's passed out drunk in
he likes to tip him back.
So on tonight's show, we have the beer week with Eric. We have Where Are They Now with Willie. Our fan poll this week was, if you could only eat one restaurant the rest of your life, which would it be? Our snake draft is the greatest NCAA basketball players of all time. Also, this week's Mount Rushmore is the AL Central. 4 players from each team all time, or current or former can be. Also, a couple topics I have set up for the guys. Hop's here to talk a little baseball. He has a little subject he wants to go over with us, a little NBA talk. But let's start out with this. We'll start with our first one of the night. I got a new segment I want to throw out here. It's called Florida or Ohio, okay? And Florida, Ohio is interesting. Everybody knows Florida and Ohio are the capital of dumb crimes in the world, it seems like. So they get the dumbest crimes. So the first one I have here is a great one, and it is this. It's going to be Florida or Ohio, and let me throw this up for you guys to see. And it is, this is the guy. Florida or Ohio.
That's Ed's 8th grade pitcher.
I was going to say that's Jonah Hill.
Yeah. Oh. So the headline is, man tries to seduce undercover officer with chicken Alfredo.
Well, I mean, he's really pale. My guess is Ohio.
Okay, so hold on, I gotta give you the story.
Oh, sorry.
It's a story.
I thought that was the story.
No, Albert Maruna, now 23, was arrested in this town sexting back in December. He thought he was talking to a 15-year-old boy online, but it actually was an undercover police officer from this town. He arranged to meet the officer in this city. He planned to bring lubricant, Sprite, and chicken Alfredo to the date.
In that order.
That's an incredible trio.
And the crazy thing is, he's only on house arrest for 120 days, and he's going to be only has to be registered as a sex offender. He's trying to have sex with a 15-year-old boy, and that's his 120 days. So, real quick, let's go over room. Hop, Florida or Ohio?
I'm going Ohio, but the chicken Alfredo must have been good to reduce that sentence.
Eric?
Well, I want to say Ohio when I look at his picture, but the whole reduced sentence makes me want to say Florida, but I'll stick with Ohio.
Glenn?
Ohio.
Willie?
I'm going with a video game kid. I think he's going to be from Florida. You know, he sits in the house all the time.
Willie is incorrect. The other three guys are correct. It was Ohio. That's our first one. We'll get him off the screen because he's kind of creepy.
Scaring me.
He's kind of creeping me out right now, fellas. So
he eats a lot of. I bet he eats a lot of chicken Alfredo.
It drinks a lot of Coke.
He would.
Sprite. No, he eats Sprite.
He was definitely not part of the weight loss challenge.
Sprite. And
Well, he needs a
Alfredo.
lubricant just to get in the door.
I wonder if he could use the opposite way, you know.
So-
Hey, now.
So if you're listening online, or watching us on Facebook Live right now, or Periscope, Instagram, not Instagram, something else. The other two, YouTube, and also Twitch. There's a link I threw up there. If you want to click it, you may be able to join us live, face to face on your phone. So click it, join us, and if you have any questions or comments on any topics we're talked about or are talking about. So next up. My next subject here. Let's see what I want to do here. How about? This is a good one. This is interesting. So the NFL has released that they're going to do 17 games in 2021. The question mark is not really. It should be there, but it's highly likely they're going to expand the schedule, and the schedule is going to run like this. If I find the correct paper, the idea behind the schedule is this: 17 games. It'll be the normal schedule setup where you play a certain division, cross division, you play your own division twice each. Then you play a division in your same division, the whole division, and then you play the person that finished the same as you across your conference record-wise. The added game will be a pretty cool concept. It looks like it'll be the AFC team, so NFC teams, the NFC division they played the year before. They'll play their matched up team.
Yeah.
Okay. And it'll rotate. That 17th game will be AFC home teams. Will be home teams in that game one year. The NFC will be home teams next year. The games that are kind of popping out this year that may happen or will happen. It'll be Packers versus Chiefs. That's one of the games. Also Tampa at New England.
Nice.
And one of the other ones possibly will be Ben Roethlisberger and Rodgers. Possible last time meeting each other, Green Bay versus Pittsburgh. Those are the games that are in there. Other ones that might be happening with the 17 game slate. You got Pittsburgh, Seattle, Baltimore, the Rams. This is talking going back cross division. Tampa, Indy, Houston, Carolina, New England, Dallas are some of the ones you may see. So that is an interesting schedule. They will move the Super Bowl back 1 week. They want to add a bye week, but the Super Bowl will be 1 week later, so it'll be like around Valentine's Day, the 13th of February, they're saying. So anything you like or dislike about that? I do laugh about the NFL being about safety, but adding games to the schedule. They did take away 2 preseason games, I believe, so they're going down 2, but more money making is involved in the season games anyway. So I don't know what you guys feel about that.
Well, that was my first question. Are they getting rid of some preseason stuff? So they'll just go to 2?
I believe that's the plan, yeah.
Yeah, and this is very likely?
I believe it's going to happen, yeah.
I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I'm good with it.
Yeah, I don't either.
As fans and fantasy guys, I mean, this is an extra game of the fantasy season, so it'll extend it to 7.
Yeah, it'll shift then for fantasy instead of starting week 4, 13 or 14, you just shift to 1 more week.
Yeah.
So, I like
One's later.
that it'll be the this year would be I can't remember his name. Who's the quarterback of the Buccaneers? I always forget.
Go
Brady.
Brady. Brady. It's going to be his team and somebody on Thursday night this year because I think they won, didn't they?
Brad Johnson.
Is Brady good, Eric? I haven't heard.
Time he's acknowledged.
He is the GOAT.
Another
Best
story.
Quarterback ever.
I forgot to mention last week. It was a pretty cool story. This kid right here, true freshman, Caleb Pendleton, his first 2 collegiate bats, 2 Grand Slams, playing for Florida Atlantic University. So kind of cool. It's but like we talked about, I brought some after show last week, and Ed said it the best.
Is it going to keep
nowhere to go but down after this?
So we didn't talk about this on the show. I thought we did.
No, we talked about it after.
Okay,
we talked about it after because I totally forgot about. But 2 Grand Slams. You think he's going to keep it going?
Has
Hop,
he?
or
Has he kept it going?
I'm going to say no.
Yeah.
I don't got to look it up, but I'm going to say no.
You can't. There's nowhere to go. Fernando Tatis did it in the major leagues.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Not his first 2 at bats, but there's no place to go. I mean,
hey, think about timing. Perfect timing for this kid, huh?
Yeah.
He walks into a bases loaded situation every time, and he gets some idiot pitcher to throw him a fastball or something, or a hanging curve.
I really want to see who they were playing, though. That's what I miss. Because sometimes early in the season, these guys play D2 teams or D3 teams that aren't very good.
These nuts teams.
He was playing Central Florida.
Central Florida.
It was a 20-15 game.
Yeah. So
Well, that tells you everything you need to know about early season.
The pitching was awesome.
Early season college
in that
baseball.
still had 2 Grand Slams. Don't take the thunder away from poor kid.
I'm not going to.
Come on.
2 Grand Slams
legit.
in 1 inning.
He looked like he was fired up.
No, it wasn't 1 inning. It was spread out today.
It was 1 inning.
It was
I
in
thought.
1 inning.
Yeah, I thought it was in 1 inning.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Well, Glenn's got the story up in front.
Do you have the
of him,
box
so-
score there for me?
Box
I
score,
thought it was
box
different
score
innings.
Billy over there.
Glenn, can you walk us through like inning by inning?
Well, it was only 1 inning, so we just had to go through one.
was low and outside.
Take him
Second
15
pitch.
minutes.
Okay, next.
You don't like college baseball?
I do. I love it.
Okay.
So
We're just waiting for.
let's
Eric
talk
to
about the
get to
NBA.
Giannis.
Let's talk about the NBA a little bit. Yeah, good. There you go.
I set you up.
Yeah, the Bucks are hitting their stride kind of right now. Possibly, we'll see.
5-0. What you got? 3-0 up there.
3 on the last week. Let me finish what I'm saying
Oh,
here. On the last week, 5.
Here, I'll
5
turn my
and
microphone off.
He didn't count the Timberwolves, who they destroyed.
5-0 in the last week. So, and here's the play from last night. The big dunk that put the game away for the Bucks. Giannis right here will put it away. And so they are back on track, I believe, a little bit. I'm not going to give them too much credit because once again, the biggest problem I saw last night was if you did watch the game, I think Brook Lopez is working his way out of Milwaukee. I really, really do. There was a play in the game when then there was 2 other Bucks with him, but there's 3 Bucks and Patrick Beverly, and Patrick Beverly got the rebound from him, and Lopez just seems to go up with one hand, doesn't want to get it, like 3 different times that game he was out rebounded by guys that he should never been out rebounded by, and one time he tapped one out and lost the possession because he tried tapping a rebound out. I mean, what?
You got 2 hands, man. Grab it.
I'm taking Portis' scoring over the defensive flaws that Portis might have right now because Lopez is not adding anything to this team at this point, and maybe it'll change. But right now, I think Portis is going to take that job, or it's going to be a short leash to start the game.
Yeah, I mean, I love that idea of Portis taking the job. I've been talking about that all year. Lopez, I think, peaked in the last couple of years, and I think he that was the best we were going to get out of him. Even his shooting has gone down a little bit. And he's just slow. He's got a slow first move. He's got a slow second move and a slow third. And and then even
They're all one
defensive.
slower than the
Yeah,
next, right?
But his 4th move, wait for that.
Yeah, exactly. Even defensively, he's not what he was. He defends well right under the hoop, but when he's got to step out, he's just lost. It's just forget it. But I like Bobby Portis, and I think he's even playing a little bit better defense too. With
How
the
many
Bucks.
minutes is Lopez playing per game? I mean, is he part of the full?
He's part of the
Is he part of the
rotation.
full
He's a
rotation?
starter, and he's playing
But
the
start-
most at that
I mean,
position.
Starter doesn't matter because it's just.
But he's playing more minutes than Portis.
Oh,
Yeah,
that-
he was.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
How much in the rotation is he? That's the biggest thing. Because he'll play himself out of that rotation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's probably what's going to happen too.
And the only thing with the Bucks, though, he has to stay in the rotation at some point because they don't have any big bodies. That's the one thing they flawed in the offseason. They didn't get any big bodies.
Yeah.
Lopez and Portis are it. Unless you want to play Giannis at center. Body-wise, or defend that, which he could. To be honest, they could do that
yeah.
because in the NBA is not like it used to be. You're not matching 5s against 5s, 4s against 4s. It doesn't happen anymore. So they could go that way. In the long run, they could play. Giannis could defend the best big man if they had to. If they had a problem, he could do it once in a while. And you're not facing a ton of great big men anymore.
Yeah.
How many big men are
Yeah.
laying around there? Like, besides Embiid and Giannis has guarded Embiid in the past.
Yeah,
They've
that's
done
what I
fine
was just going to
against
say
him.
is who's going to guard Joel Embiid because he's hot right now. I mean,
He did get a new haircut, so yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're talking about basketball.
Oh, you
I'm
like
sorry.
that? You like that? Giannis matches up well with Embiid defensively, but
Yeah.
I don't know. There's big bodies out there. I mean, Andre Drummond, I think, is in trade talks. I mean, there's guys out there, but do you go that route or would you rather?
Mrs. Drummond?
Didn't they bring
Mrs.
in-
Drummond.
From
Who'd they
Different
bring in?
Strokes and from Facts of Life fame.
No,
That'd be Mr. Drummond's wife. I'm sorry, but she's died because he adopted the
That was
kids.
Mrs.
That
Garrett.
was Mrs. Garrett. I'm
That was
sorry,
Mrs.
Mrs.
Garrett.
Garrett.
Wait, Hop was going to say, who'd
Hey.
they bring in?
Who'd they bring in last year at the waiver deadline? Like, there's going to be a bunch of guys that their
Yeah.
contracts are just going to be being cleared that they can bring in guys who can defend. You just bring in a big body.
I
with-
Well,
was-
last year they
to
brought
sit
in
in the
Marvin
middle.
Williams to answer
Yeah.
your question.
Is that
And
what it was?
yeah,
Okay.
big
Yeah.
body, a good shooter, good. I mean, he was more of a
Yeah, the problem with Marvin Williams though, he was good. I liked him with the Bucks, but he was just like Brooke. He was Brooke Lopez again. Maybe a little better defense.
yeah.
Not a great.
He
not
was a
guy-
good defender.
How,
yeah.
how are you 7 feet in the NBA and don't get 10 rebounds a game?
Yeah, I
He
don't know.
plays on the
Because there's
perimeter.
other guys.
I'm just
7'4".
saying, work hard, and that's. I mean, you got to put. I mean, I don't
Sure.
know. I understand it's different. It's a different game and all that, but a couple comments. Heggs is wait. You like Chicago sports? I think he meant Chicago. It's Chicago.
It looks like he said Chicano.
And
sports.
Molly Wilson said hi, Jeepa. So I'm guessing that's your granddaughter Ruby.
Yes, I think you are correct.
Oh, that's sweet.
Unless Molly calls you grandpa, then you're really old.
You've been lying to us.
God damn it to hell. Truth is out.
So yeah, any NBA, nothing much changed. The Lakers had a little. They lost a couple in a row, but they've come back. They beat the Golden State
They
Warriors. So
destroyed them. It was
a surprising game.
I was excited about watching that game, and it was the most lopsided game ever.
Yeah, I agree. That was a really weird game to me.
Yeah.
I didn't think.
A lot of hype on it too, because Curry's been playing well. The Warriors turned things around, and they, before I knew it, they were down by 30.
So, what's everybody's opinion about the net success so far? You know,
Isn't Katie hurt?
Katie is hurt.
I know,
He's
but,
out with a hamstring.
but you know,
Well,
they've been running it, haven't they?
yeah. Well,
I mean, they got in a row. Was it?
the Nets, they've lost a couple. I mean, they are playing well. They're a half game out. We're only a game out right now, the Sixers. And that was one of the things I was going to bring up, Willie, is who is the best team in the East? I mean, do you guys believe in the Nets? Do you believe in the Sixers? Obviously, we drink the Bucks Kool-Aid here. and-
I'll say all three of those guys, the Bucks, the Sixers, and the Nets are all going to play and have these streaks. The Nets, if Kyrie decides that he doesn't want to play or if KD's out, I don't think they're going to go anywhere. And that's you worry about that.
That's where I was.
Same
gonna
thing
go
with
that.
Harden. Like
Yeah.
in the Sixers, they're at some point people are just going to make Ben Simmons try and shoot.
3 head cases on one team. You know what? You're all trying to. They all want to do what they want to do. They all have their agenda,
Yeah.
and you're played together for a while. But once you get to the highlight there, and if my number's not getting called all the time, then you know what? I'm going to sulk and go to the. You know, I can see that happening with them, big time. You know.
Yeah, and the other team, the Sixers, you know, they're Embiid right now. Because I kind of went through who are the best teams, who are the best players through the first half of the season. Embiid is the MVP for the first half of the season. He really is. His numbers are incredible, but you know what? He's a head case as well. He will falter.
Jeff has brought up. He wishes the Bucks. Jeff Jankowski
Christian
brought
Wood.
up.
Oh hell yeah!
Would have kept Christian Wood.
He was. He was he was 2 or 3 years ago, right? I mean,
Yeah, he was. It was too early. I don't
it was
blame
way
them.
too early.
And he
Yeah.
actually didn't start coming on until late last year with the Pistons. Correct? He was with the
Mhm.
Pistons.
Yeah.
And he's took a great role with the Rockets. And then it helps when the Rockets have really nothing there anymore. I mean,
Yeah.
they're not.
Oladipo, he turned down a deal I saw or something.
Yes, he
yeah,
did.
I
An
mean,
extension.
Yeah, I mean Oladipo's solid, but he probably go back to Indiana. The old scam like the Chapman trade with the Cubs.
Well,
Play win a series and go back to the Yankees.
Indiana could use him.
Yeah.
There's a lot of mediocre teams in the East. I don't know. Those three that's the big three right there. I don't know the Celtics are really
Ooh.
they're under 500.
Yeah,
They're really
yeah.
underachieving.
Same with the Heat, right? The Heat are under 500.
The Heater, yeah. Well, the Heat have actually come back a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. The thing that bothers me a little bit about the MVP talk, we're talking in the NBA, and it's hilarious how the top 3 or 4 get named, and Giannis' name is not even in there anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's come. I think he heard me, and he was pissed at how I
Yeah.
dogged me.
Yeah,
He's
you
at
were-
what he scored 34 points
You
or
were
more the last
killing
5
him.
games,
yeah.
and I wasn't really killing him. Let's be honest. I'm not killing him.
You said he wasn't flashy.
But they are. I will say this. Yesterday changed it because they'd be 4-8 now. But in close games, the Bucks are 4-8 now. In
It's funny you
close
bring that up,
games,
though.
Well, they were 0-10 if they didn't have the lead in the third quarter until yesterday.
they were also 0 and whatever how many losses they have?
They have
13.
13.
13.
So they were also 0-13 if they had the lead at the end of the game.
That's my gosh, you're genius.
So hey, this big head ain't for nothing.
So if you look at the top,
Hey, just a hat rack.
I can't see so well. Is that Albert Einstein over there?
No, it's Alfred Einstein.
so top 3 teams in that division, the Bucks actually have the better the point differential. They're plus 7.5. Nets are 0.44 and 76ers are 0.3 differential, which is surprising, right? You would think if they're outscoring more than the other teams.
You're making my head hurt.
They've all had streaks too.
They've
all had the streaks where they've gone on where they've had it.
Yep.
I mean,
because how many games in a row did the Bucks lose?
5.
Was it 5?
And then just won 5 now.
5-5. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Throw $20 out the window and find $20 in your pocket.
Exactly.
In a Hops point, Philly's 5-5 right now.
Yeah.
The last 10.
They've been struggling.
And Drew Holiday came back yesterday, which he wasn't a big part of the game, but
yeah, you could tell he's been out.
He probably had his plus minus was probably minus like 10 yesterday because he was he had a couple turnovers and he
only had 2 points. I think
he's coming off and he didn't play a lot. He only played 9 minutes the first half. He probably played 18-20 minutes at the most.
Yeah,
they'll work him back in the rotation.
Yeah, they have to. They have no choice.
Yep.
So we have a question from I'm gonna butcher this name, so I apologize ahead of time. Miguel.
Is it silent?
I want to say. I don't want to say asshole because it sounds weird.
I would say is it silent where it's
You
Yasso?
just lost another one.
Yasso.
Yeah, usually it's
Miguel
a Y.
Yasso. Yes, Yasso. I'm going to go with that. So his question is, who do you think the quarterback for the Bears will be next year?
Rex Grossman.
Any serious answers? Willie, you want to start out? What do you think? Willie looks like he's thinking.
I am thinking here.
He's got his cap on.
Thinking cap.
I think it could be who the hell? I think it's going to be. It's going to be.
Jesus, that was.
Yeah.
You made Willie think.
Can you edit this out later?
Yeah. No,
Thanks.
they edit out. Next,
Miguel put smiley emojis and stuff, Miguel. So he must have laughed at my ass. So I apologize for that.
Or we either that or we butchered.
Oh, sorry. Well, sorry. Well, I had a.
No. Go to the next person. I'm not sure.
Jeez.
Glenn.
I'm with
Glenn's
William.
like Jose Abreu.
I got.
No, I mean there's.
He's got footwork like Nick Foles. You might as well get him. No, God.
Ginger what?
Who do you think?
Yeah, no, I'm with Willie. Who knows what the Bears are going to do?
I'd say Mitchell Trubisky.
He don't want to play for the Bears. He said so.
Why not?
It's mutual.
He wants to sit on the
great.
bench somewhere.
Rumor is the Patriots are kicking the tires on that fella.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
rumor.
It's an upgrade.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's my vote. I mean, it's hard. It is hard to tell, but
I'm an upgrade over Cam Newton right now.
Didn't you post the stat? Zero pick 6 over the.
I got it. Alex
Look,
Smith.
what is he saying? Call me what you want, just don't call me Colette. That's awesome. I like this
that.
guy.
Or don't call me
Miguel.
Shirley.
So who do you think, Hop?
Foles.
Nick Foles.
Bulls.
So what I heard, and I don't know if they're gonna. Well, I don't know if this is true. I hope they don't do because I don't know if you should mortgage a future of a franchise. So you might have read this, and this is something the NFL rules are. You can't trade more than 3 first-round picks at a time, unless it's draft night.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't trade 4 first-round picks for anybody.
Yeah.
But like I said, Ryan, I have a feeling, I have a funny feeling they're going to end up with Deshaun Watson.
Really?
And the reason why is that Ryan Pace doesn't have to worry about the future. This is it for him. If him and Nagy, if it goes bad, they're going to lose a job anyway. So you might as well go down with the thing on fire, right? I'm not lying. This is what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid they're going to mortgage a future for. And I understand everybody says he's a future. Last year, out of the final 4 guys in the playoff, in the final 4 quarterbacks, you know who was sandwiched in between them at 3 in numbers?
Watson.
Deshaun Watson. But
He was on my fantasy team.
Yeah.
I'm all in on Watson.
yeah, and I traded for him midseason last year.
Yeah, I mean,
And
after the first 2 or 3 weeks where he struggled,
he-
he was hot. I mean, he was awesome.
and that was kind of with the same kind of mishmash of offense. And the Bears don't have a bad offense. They don't. It just wasn't good with what they had. Your quarterback is where it starts, obviously. And I don't know. Defensively, I just think they might mortgage it until Alex Smith came available. Maybe Alex Smith is a bridge. But what the Bears did wrong last year, I've said this many a times, by winning games and making the playoffs, screwed them. Now Mac Jones, if they want to Mac Jones and have a chance at the guy, and I think Mac Jones might be a good pro quarterback, maybe he's not going to be a top, but you can't even get him now.
Yeah.
He's probably going to be gone by 18, 19 where they're drafted. So you're going to have to me, the Bears right now in a situation, just trade out of the first round or do something and get more picks and build that offensive line and run the freaking ball.
Mel Kiper has Mac Jones going before 12.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All five of those top ranked quarterbacks, he has them going by 12.
Because the league is so quarterback starved now. Everybody thinks they want to hit on next. Joe Burrow had a great year. The next, the guy, nobody talks about Justin Herbert is going to be
he had a great
NFL quarterback.
But I think
he's very good.
Herbert was awesome, but I think
he's a monster.
The thing about Burrow is Burrow got hurt. So he wasn't able to play he missed the last 5 games.
More than that.
From when he got hurt.
Yeah, I think so.
So he missed your big Tua Burrow matchup when it was, what was that, like week 9, week 10?
Something like that.
So I think Burrow's good too, but Herbert is really good too.
Miguel brings up Russell Wilson. The one thing I have a problem with Russell Wilson is that his age at this point. I'm going to take the younger guy. It's going to cost me the same amount. I know Russell Wilson has proven he's been to 2 Super Bowls. He's done things. He's actually proven he can carry teams, but he also had good defenses with him. But I would not give up 3 first rounds for a 32-year-old quarterback. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it was Aaron Rodgers. I don't care who it was. I would not give him much on picks. Well, maybe Aaron Rodgers at 32 I might have, but 30. I mean, it's tough. I mean, this is a guy who wants to leave Seattle because their line isn't great, and the Bears line got better. But
you want Charles Leno as your left tackle?
Yeah. But their line did get better. The last 5-6 games, Dave Montgomery had a great end of the year. He ended up like top 3 or 4 in rushing. So, which is mind-boggling to me because his first 6 games, they could not run the ball at all. It was god awful. I don't know how they ended up 5-1, running for like 50 yards a game. Terrible. And I mean, I don't know. We have to move on, but I'm gonna go with Watson. I don't think it's out of the picture for them. But I really believe if the control is like they said still with the upper McCaskies and all that, Ed McCaskey will not allow him to trade first round picks.
It's going to be Pace's out right there. He's going to say he wouldn't let me make that trade.
That's the rumor right now. They've said that Ed McCaskey liked Trubisky, and the rumor is Pace was leaning different ways and kind of they pushed it. Let's go get Trubisky, and he did. That's what the rumor is. And Pace hasn't said it. So if Pace said, I think he was just trying to buy himself,
Let's see what Pace says after he gets fired.
Yeah, let's wait for his tell-all book.
That's right.
Yeah, who cares at that point?
Yeah. So yeah, I think we all have our opinions on it, and I think it's once again, I don't think we answered a question really. So it could be anybody.
We know Willie and Glenn did.
You know what? And it could be honestly, who'd you say? Hop?
I said Foles.
I think Foles is the obvious choice at this point because he's on a contract.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's like $6 million. So I mean, you could do what you want with that. I don't know. They're gonna keep Foles. No point of going to Alex Smith. I don't think there's any point of doing that. I really don't.
One quick question: you think any of those Cam Newton money for like $1 million for a year? Do you see any quarterback that
I take any Dalton over Cam Newton?
Mm-hmm.
I would.
Okay.
I know. He's
I know.
He's saying is, where's the smoking deal this year? Is there a smoking deal?
The cheap guy. I mean, Dak Prescott maybe from. No, it's
Are you kidding me?
right?
no. Dak Prescott's
Alex
interesting
Smith.
too. Dak Prescott, but they're not going to trade. I mean,
what is the deal now? The Wilson thing popped up this weekend. It seems like there was all the memes with him in different jerseys. Like, when did he start wanting out?
So let's talk about him right now. I actually had this
You
built
got
up.
something
And
on him?
Willie, go ahead. You can bring
Where
it
it
up.
started?
No.
It started on the Dan Patrick show.
Okay.
He pulled him on there. I think it was last week. He asked him a question out there, and he pretty much said, "Hey, look, he wants to be involved in some decision making out there." I mean, and it was, Dan Patrick's been talking about this all week. He goes, "Yeah, I guess I broke that one too."
The rumor of the whole thing came out is all that happened was the agent came out and said, if there was a trade on the table, these are the teams you'll play if it wanted to play for: Cowboys, Saints, Raiders, or Bears. That's his 4 choices.
But Russell Wilson came out. Willie's right on the Dan Patrick show and said, "I'm sick of getting beat up,
yes,
sacked." I mean, somebody looked up. He's been sacked like 400 times.
Yeah. He was the most sacked
in his
player.
career.
And the thing about it too is that once again, these are all rumors, speculation. He went to Pete Carroll and said, "Hey, we need to work on this line. Blah blah. Line's not good." And Pete Carroll told him, "Just trust it."
Yeah.
Trust the process, and the process got him killed this year. Mm-hmm. And we all beat him up. Well, I didn't. I still think he's a top 5 quarterback.
Yeah, great.
But the problem is
Yes.
he's a guy that when you don't have a line.
Look
at perfect example. Look at Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. The line wasn't good.
They were terrible.
and
Well, they were
Wilson
injured. They
faded.
were injured. That wasn't his fault. Yeah.
Wilson faded as the year went on because he's getting beat up more and more and more and more.
He was almost like a rec flag football kid playing flag football. He would get the ball and just start running, like Mahomes in the Super Bowl. But after halftime, he would get the ball and just take off, and a lot of it was needed to be, or he was going to be dead.
Sure, yeah.
But
and at 31, 32, and he's never missed a game.
No.
At some point, you got to be like, you know what, enough is enough. So I get it.
Yeah. He also said he was mad that he switched because remember he was in the MVP talk at the beginning of the year.
First like 7 weeks,
and then Pete Carroll switched the offense to rely on whatever
selfish,
DJ Dallas and Chris Carson.
Because
I mean, he switched to a running offense, and Russ was mad.
That was the big talk because they were letting Russ take care of the game.
Yes,
and they do have a good set of receivers there. I mean, the monster known as DK Metcalf, and then you have Lockett and Doug Baldwin. No, I'm just kidding, not Doug Baldwin. But no, they have a good young receivers, and they have a good solid. They had Greg Olsen when he was healthy, and then they also had who's the other tight end that's been there for a few years.
I think it was Luke Wilson.
Yeah, so they had a good offense, and he was moving the ball good. He probably throws honestly. Him and Rodgers probably threw 2 best deep balls in the NFL.
Yeah,
I think hands down those 2 throw best 2 deep balls. And Rodgers probably maybe a little ahead of him, but he throws a great deep ball for how he size and everything. So I just think it'd be tough to give up all that. The choice of teams, they're all over the board. I guess
I only see one. Really.
And the one that I'm kind of nice to see him say the Bears. I mean, the rumor with that was that why not Chicago? If he came to Chicago, he'd be the meme I saw this week. The top 5 quarterbacks ever in Bears history: Sig Luckman, Jay Cutler. Third was Russell Wilson saying he'd come to the Bears. Yeah, exactly. Those are the top 3 in Bears history.
And that time Favre mentioned it.
Yeah, and Eric Kramer. Yeah. And they was like, that was hilarious though. Yeah. So honestly, you come here and build. You could actually I'm sure Seattle Seahawks fans are like, no way.
Yeah.
But if he came to Chicago, he'd be automatically.
The murder rate would go way down.
He'd be God. He'd be God. All those other teams, the Cowboys, he'd probably be God in there too. But they already have.
Yeah, they've all had legendary.
They got Dak. I mean, Dak's Dak's younger and he's shown he can play in the NFL. So
what about Sierra's take on this whole thing?
Yeah,
I think she had some
big city Chicago, man.
That's right.
Big city. The ladies love the big city.
I actually see the Saints.
Really? Russell cares.
The Saints is probably the best fit for him, though.
Well, and now
they're talking Raiders because they'll trade Derek Carr to Seattle, so Seattle has a veteran quarterback, a ready quarterback.
Well,
they got some weapons.
The Bears have Nick Foles. They could trade. No, okay.
Super Bowl MVP.
Now we're kind of moving to the next. You kind of segued into this for me, guys, and that's cool. So let me see if you guys may have seen this. If you've seen it, whatever. But this picture, I'm gonna throw his picture up, and who is this fella right here? Who is this guy?
That's Drew Brees.
Saw it today. Yeah.
So this is the deal. This guy, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not pushing a sled of weights to keep my cardio going.
What is he in a parking lot?
Yeah, I have a feeling Drew Brees plans on coming back.
Did you watch the whole video?
No, I did not.
What?
So he's got like a little bit of a space here to go, and he keeps pushing it, and he goes right down the road. He's got like almost going out into traffic.
Really?
And his strength coach is yelling, Drew, I said to the black area, stop here. And he just keeps pushing it.
Yeah, I think this is not cardio like most NFL guys just retire and work out every day and just to keep in shape. This is not what you do to keep in shape. This is what you do to play in the NFL. I mean, plain and simple. I think so. I've never pushed a sled for fun. But just,
I'd love to see it. I mean, him come back again. He's a great player. I mean, always been a good dude. Good, easy to root for.
Yeah, and maybe and the rumor came out. His wife said, his wife came out. He had a torn rotator cuff last year.
So the wives always drop this shit.
That might have been why. Well, the guys don't want to say it because she has to read all the crap. And Russell Wilson, this popped up. Then Michael Thomas popped out and said, "Oh, started like writing stuff to come play here." And I think she put that out there. Torn rotator cuff. We knew about the ribs, 11 broken ribs, rotator cuff, and he had a fascious tear.
Plantar fasciitis.
Yeah. So he was, and now that could do a lot with your age. I mean, obviously. But the tornado cover is the biggest thing. That explains a little bit to us, I think.
Can you
I
zoom
believe
in
it
on
does.
his hair? Because I heard today in the Dan Patrick show again,
I can't zoom in. Sorry.
he's got a full head of hair right now, which means he's going to be on TV, kind of like what's his name, the tight end for the.
Well,
Dallas
he
Cowboys.
already was. He already was set to be on TV. He already had a job with Fox or CBS.
Right, but he's
so-
working on his hair right now.
Is he hanging out with Urlacher or what?
Well, no. What was his name? The
Ian Happ too.
no the quarter or the tight end for the Witten. Remember Witten had
Yeah.
he went from hair to no hair, or what the hell happened?
He made the worst. That was the worst
Witten
thing
was
ever. When
terrible.
he went to TV. He was god awful.
He
So Drew,
retired again, right?
So yeah. So Drew
Yes.
Brees is maybe coming back. We will see. Who knows? So let's see the chat. We got
Miguel's all over it,
What's
man.
up, Scott Cavelli? How you doing, Tom? Long time no talk. Miguel says Megatron reminds him of. I'm sorry, Metcalf reminds him of Megatron.
Yeah.
Great analogy there. Great comparison. Cam Cable getting us some props. Loves the show. Loves us. We love you, Cam.
We do, Cam.
Breeze is a stud. He is not done. Miguel throughout the Miguel.
Dude, he's not gonna like you
Yeah.
anymore if you keep butchering his name.
By the end of the show, he'll have his name right.
Miguel asshole. I'm sorry.
Oh, now he's done.
Yasso. That's
Oh, he just logged off.
so Tom, first time tuning in, said great show. Keep listening. You'll turn off pretty quick. No, I'm just kidding. So what do you guys do next? We have a few things to get over. What you guys want to do the fan poll maybe?
Sure.
Okay, let's do the fan poll. What do you guys got? Our fan poll this week was, and I've got it in front of me, so I'll pop it up here. This week's fan poll was: if you can only can eat at one restaurant the rest of your life, which one would it be? So, who's got some to share? Willie, you got some?
I do.
Willie, share with us. Share.
So Jane
Round,
Guidelock goes with Smoky Bones for their wings. And
Wait, where was that?
Smoky Bones.
That's what she said.
Willie's got smoky bones.
And Arneson says Luigi's. That's a lot of pizza and a lot of chicken, right? Jobber, Big Star Spot.
Happy birthday again.
Yeah.
Jabba's birthday. Yep.
Jobber.
Like 5 days ago.
Yeah, it was
We doing the birthday segment?
last Friday.
We doing the birthday segment?
Corey,
This ain't the Bozo Show. Move on. Or Ray Rayner. Move on.
Corey Tussler and A-Case, they mentioned Old Madrid.
Oh, I've heard that's pretty good, actually.
Yes.
Legit food up there in
And-
Racine.
And Tony Galliardo says, what the hell did he say here? Here it is. Mangiano's up in Minneapolis.
Good call.
And then Shauna, she says Cheesecake Factory with a 21-page menu and 250 items to select from. You also have a full bar, small plates, snacks, appetizers, and a wide selection of desserts. The Cheesecake Factory offers eggs, omelets, and Saturday and Sunday brunch.
We got a
She
full
goes,
review
Was
there.
that a commercial?
I don't know, but hey, that's a good pick.
Wow, what are
I
they
think
paying
Shauna's-
her?
Yeah, she's sponsored. Yeah.
That was right off of Yelp.
Let me get by a couple real quick here because I have 2 places to go. I've got a few off the page. Someone put moms, just mom's home cooking. Someone
yeah.
wrote.
There you go.
Shauna put the same thing on here, so she's really pushing the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
You know what? And you ever been to Cheesecake Factory?
Yeah, it's
The
good.
menu is ridiculous.
Yeah,
No.
it's very good.
It's like War and Peace.
Mhm.
And to be honest, I go there, I get my meal, take 3 bites, say bag it, and bring me the cheesecake.
Yeah,
Why? You can't ever, you have to eat cheesecake. Their cheesecake is incredible.
just go there for cheesecake.
Yeah.
What-
Well, yeah, bring a snack home for the next day. And
Yeah, that's true.
actually, and the food you get,
It
it's
warms
like
up
3
well.
days. It's like 3 days worth of food. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's huge.
You all been there?
About a month ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been
yes.
several
Awesome.
several times.
You never been there, Hop?
Really?
This guy,
This
Yeah.
Julie,
guy.
take him there.
Chris Klein.
I think it goes the other way.
Chris Klein said the Range Steakhouse at Harrah's in Las Vegas. I just like being in Las Vegas, so I'm with Chris. Chris, you take us, and we'll go with you.
That's right.
You're buying. Jenny said Chick-fil-A. My wife is a cheap date. I like it.
And,
my-
like your son.
and my
doesn't eat
son
anything but chicken.
and said Taco Bell. That's my other son said Taco Bell. Jared.
That,
So-
that was a given.
yeah, that was a given.
Because you can get breakfast there as well. So
Yeah, and the breakfast they have good breakfast
That's
at Chick-fil-A.
solid,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So who's Emmy got something? Go ahead.
Yeah, I got
Go ahead.
9-toe. Bob Pett said Red Lobster.
Wait,
It's funny.
He picked a red lobster?
Yeah, yeah.
He likes their claw.
no, he likes those cheddar biscuits.
Oh, they are good, but
biscuits all the time.
yeah.
Cousin of ours, Scott, said Who Hot. I got a Cracker Barrel for my half brother.
Cracker.
Yeah, he's a cracker. He's a cracker too. My aunt said Boston Market.
Okay, I'm gonna say something right now. and this is gonna sound terrible.
Oh boy.
Okay, I'm not. This is gonna be a joke, but hope it don't come off wrong. But did you go over to a trailer park?
No, I didn't.
I'm just wondering.
Next to one?
By Lincoln Park.
Oh, well.
Okay, move on. Next one. Next
Did you
one.
drink
Next
water
one.
from
Did he say Waffle House?
Next.
Hillary's
Next one. I'm
barbecue?
sorry. Next one.
No, that's Culver's was the last one, and it was a Wisconsin guy. said-
Confirmed.
yeah.
Confirmed.
That's not the one place I would be able to go without, though.
Wasn't my pick.
Butterburger.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's always-
So we have the gift card.
Yeah.
The gift card picks.
You can get all the gift cards at Piggly Wiggly as well.
or Walgreens when,
Or
you're,
Walgreens.
when you're buying your ointment, Eric.
Yes. I didn't bring the lubricant in the
Sprite and
Sprite. Jeez.
No,
Alfredo.
actually, Glenn picked it up. The Alfredo at Olive Garden.
Oh,
That's
the
right.
Alfredo, yeah.
He used a gift card.
Well, speaking of lubricant, do you want my answer?
if
So-
that's going to be part of your answer,
So
go ahead.
I really thought about this question a lot.
Did you have
Like,
anybody on your poll
no, I
team?
forgot to
Well,
do
guitars
it.
in a second. I got more poll people here.
Oh,
I got a
jeez.
couple more poll people.
He said,
Steve
he
is
said
waiting.
pull.
Matt Hop sitting right here. Well, you can tell us yours in a second.
Okay.
Jamie Langhart said
Good
Texas Roadhouse.
She related to
He
Glenn.
did say he's kind of putting the Shauna spin on it because you can go there and there's different things on the menu you can eat anytime you want. It's not the same thing. So most restaurants have that though. Jamie, no offense. Amber, Ed's better half, said Sassy Bees, good restaurant downtown.
Very good.
Lynn Courtright said steaks, that would be Twisted, but pasta Alfredo would definitely be Casa Capri. Well, that's not the question.
One
One
place.
place.
One.
Tom, who is listening, Tom Maurer said Ruffalo's too. Brett DeRoos said New Jersey Diner, huge selection and everything is above average. So a New Jersey Diner. Shauna Perez said the old Prime Quarter in Milwaukee. Make your own steaks. Heg said Gino's Deli in Madison. Eric May said Shimagamo Japanese restaurant in Chandler, Arizona. He also which turned out multiple James Beard Award winners. Also, Atlas Bistro and BYOB in Scottsdale, an amazing chef who won Chopped and could make anything.
People like to eat,
And
man.
Sine Thai Bistro in Tucson, or Maynard's Kitchen in Tucson. Well,
I lived in Tucson.
that must be one big place.
Yeah, I guess.
And someone likes to name drop Eric. Not you, this guy.
Oh.
All the chefs he's been around.
This guy.
You know, there's chefs at the restaurant I go to.
Hey, there was
McDonald's, they call them chefs.
There was no Bobby Flay there.
Yeah, Bobby. Yeah, I went to Gordon Ramsay's steakhouse
He
and
beat Bobby Flay.
had the beef Wellington, which is
Really?
incredible. You know, well, I can finish. Bob
Name dropper.
Michael said the spot. And we can do that debate in a minute about that if you guys want. But anyway, so go ahead, Eric. What is yours? You're just waiting to
Well,
to throw us your thingy.
speaking of lubricants. So, I mean, where else? I mean, I looked at this question. I'm like, where can I get a variety, just a great variety of food? Because I'm going to be eating there all the time, right? So I could get wings. You know, some of the wings are called, you know, the Lou Will lemon pepper or Uncle Jeff's honey jerk. I could get I could get a chicken wrap if I'm feeling a little bit lighter. I could get the big boy burger, tilapia, catfish, sides of broccoli. And if I want to, I could spend $1,000 and get the Ace of Spades Rosé. So where else can you get this? Magic City, Atlanta. I heard they have entertainment there as well.
Who do you hang out with there?
Lou Williams.
Lou Williams.
Yeah.
Hop. What do you
all the NBA players
I can't
love it.
follow that up.
I know it's a tough follow, right?
Well, you can name somewhere you've been.
So Cheesecake Factory is out.
Yes, it is.
I picked Los Taquitos. Mexican food is awesome there.
Okay. Yeah, it's very good there,
Yeah,
actually.
I'm not going the full Shauna review though. So
Wow.
Just say they have Mexican food.
they do.
How's their bathroom if you're going to be eating Mexican food every day?
First off, you're not going to go in their bathroom. You take it to go. just like your fan club.
So he's in his own bathroom, which is great.
Exactly.
What about you, Glenn? What's your favorite place?
I'm not a foodie like that. I mean, I can pretty much eat anywhere.
He's like Burger King.
Yeah. No.
Willie?
Epic Deli.
Ooh,
Overrated.
call.
Where's that?
So
You
overrated.
never been there, Epic Deli?
Where is it?
Johnsburg, but they moved.
McHenry.
They're in
They're in
McHenry
McHenry
now, yeah.
They're good.
It's
Go
so
check it out.
overrated.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Just a
It's
straight
not
up
a-
deli, or like is it?
They're giant sandwiches,
pastrami's
but
and stuff?
they're all different stuff. Very good.
Yeah.
It's
crazy
It's
stuff.
legit. It's legit. Couple comments here. Sean Olson asked if Ed got fired. No, he's down by you. Actually, he didn't even say hi to you. You got to talk to him about that. He was down in the Tampa
He's
area.
a Florida cracker right now.
We'll cover where Ed's at later.
Miguel, yes. Miguel says you guys are funny. You have me cracking up over here. Thanks for the laugh.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Miguel,
drunk,
Miguel is a
that's why.
friend of show.
Yeah.
Definitely friend
Miguel,
of show.
Miguel, you know what? I need your address. I'm gonna get you a T-shirt.
He needs to come on. Like we could get him on the thing here.
Click the thing and
Click
come
on
talk
there.
to us.
Come on,
the
man.
deal
Look at
is-
this.
Hey, let me show you a link. Try clicking this link and come talk to us for a minute.
After our bathroom break.
Yeah, after well, whenever you want. Don't listen to these guys. And Cam seconds Old Madrid. I was gonna know my story about the Gordon House steak I went to. I think it was in Paris in Las Vegas.
Oh,
Get it?
Oh yeah, I love
I
that
gotcha.
place. Yeah.
So it was weird because you walk in and you look on a ceiling of this place and it's a bunch of like neon lights, just like it looks like a nest. It's just a neon light nest above the top of the restaurant. And we were like, I ordered the beef Wellington, which is, if you watch Hell's Kitchen, that's what he's famous for. And Jenny ordered steak, whatever. But I thought the food was excellent. And we like, well, what's that up there? And I think, or the girl told her, she's like, oh, that actually is, they took a video of his hands making the beef Wellington. And it actually is a stroke of him making the beef Wellington. So
Stroke.
yeah, stroke.
That's what she said.
What is beef Wellington?
It is a fillet with a mushroom paste
Oh, yeah.
inside of
You lost me on
like
mushroom.
phyllo dough.
a phyllo dough or
Yeah,
some kind of.
something like
They might make their own dough,
Yeah.
but it's very good.
Was it like a $50 steak or
Probably, I don't
Yeah.
remember.
I mean, it's Vegas. Everything's
Jenny?
Yeah.
Jenny was
price
buying
wise there.
Yeah, Jenny had to get a sandwich because we only had $60.
$10 sandwich. Oh, I'm going
It
there.
was just bread and butter. I called it a sandwich when I made it for the table, but
She didn't
here's
have
yours, honey.
she didn't have the
Oh,
gift
that's
card.
great.
So so that was this week's fan poll. So one restaurant, right? Oh, that was this week in our town here of Kenosha. The debate raged on. It's the dumbest debate in the history of the world, I believe, because it's about burgers.
Because both of them suck.
So Spot or Big Star, what is your choice if you had to go? If you only could eat one the rest of your life, what would you go? Spot or Big Star?
McDonald's.
Spot?
Spot.
You?
Spot.
Cupies in Racine. No, Spot.
You?
I would go Spot.
Uh,
I think
wow.
Big Star's
Your Big Star?
Star's
Good.
no,
All the Big Star for
Star's
me. Then I'm
overrated.
fine with it.
Yeah, I like the Spot a lot better. That's a good piece of meat.
That's a good piece of meat.
That's what she said.
A lot of that going on tonight.
But have you guys been to Cupies in Racine?
I've heard about it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've been there. Jenny took me years ago there. Yeah,
Yeah,
we liked it.
awesome.
A couple times I've been there. Yeah, they got good food.
Barn. In
Oh, that
Racine.
remember the barn, yeah.
So
They
the
closed and they reopened.
Yeah, they're reopened
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
the company the guys that I work for, his dad was the owner of the barn. It was the farm and Red Barn.
So
They still own the building. They lease it out now to that other company.
since we're talking about food,
You ever been to Lee's Deli?
Carl
Yeah,
Bradley,
no, I
call
love
in.
Lee's
We're talking about
Deli. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
yeah,
I'm just waiting for
Racine.
Scott to get his papers ready.
yeah.
Yeah. What else? How about great Racine restaurants? Wells Brothers.
Never been. Never
number
been.
one. Yeah.
Tatero's, which closed down years
Never been-
ago.
never
That
been.
was incredible.
My
Salutes.
in-laws live there. Never
Salute, yeah, Salutes is very good.
The old Pinocchios.
The old Pinocchios, yeah,
yeah, Pinocchio's
absolutely.
is good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the old
And-
it's an enterprise rent a car now.
Yeah.
And the other one,
Yeah.
Tacos are right? The Tacos Ray on Lathrop, was that at Pinocchio's at one point?
Might have been.
I only know the
For sure, the one on Green Bay Road.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Might have been.
yeah. So my next. Oh, we good?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
We're just killing time.
We're just
Go ahead.
killing time.
So you were looking for something. I don't know.
This leads into my next Florida, Ohio.
Oh, geez. Five Guys.
So
Ohio.
this is the headline: 5 guys arrested after fist fight at Five Guys. I just like to play on words there. There was no reports of milkshakes bringing any boys to the yard, but a fracas at the Florida Five Guys. Oh, I gave you the answer.
Florida. I say Florida. I've been there before. I've been to Stewart.
Nobody's fucking listening anyway.
You can edit that out.
So
You got another one? You got another one? You can edit that one
I'll
out.
do 2 a week. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna do
there we
many.
go.
So this happened in Florida. 5 guys got in fight at a Five Guys, and all were arrested.
You could probably
Yeah,
do
the
3 because I'm
trees-
sure you have enough.
The trees and look at the grass and the shrubs. That gives away the picture too.
Well, there was the first. This is the
Top
picture.
card gives it
I
away.
tried finding one just the facade of it, but I'm like, I'll go with this one
Yeah.
because the trees aren't
No
real.
rust.
you know, well, they have cars like that.
Yeah, but the
Wisconsin.
trees, like the leaves on the trees, that's more south.
Because they're
Do you
green.
think so?
It's our
No, they
trees
have
are
that
green in the
thick-
summer, aren't they?
no. And look at the grass. The grass is more that thicker fescue.
Jesus H Christ.
That Florida
Hey,
fescue.
You got the golf. eye
Believe me,
over
I've
there.
been in the rough a lot in Florida.
That's right. God damn it, the hell! I'm telling you.
Now go to Tiger Woods.
Yeah,
There's
that
your
will,
transition.
Yeah, that will be our next one. We're talking about fescue and tiger. What are you doing? Nope.
Oh, geez.
You're riding a storm tonight,
Fine.
fella.
buddy. Use
Uh,
Ed's cup.
no
right there.
bathroom breaks
Use
tonight?
Ed's cup.
So on a serious note, Tiger Woods was in a car accident this past week. Broke both his legs, or I'm sorry, shattered his ankle actually, and broken their leg. And he will
Broke
be
both his legs.
He will be. Won't be able to walk for like 6 months. They're saying so.
Right. Yeah.
I don't think he'll be golfing for 6 months either. Then,
He might not be golfing ever again.
basically the story was
He will be golfing again because you know what? He's gonna want to play with his kid, Sam. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. No signs of alcohol or drugs supposedly at the site. Just flipped his car over. Not. He was not.
High rate of speed is what.
Yeah,
He was on his way to play a golf match.
Actually,
with
he was on his way to a camp. He was a golf camp
I
with
thought-
Yeah, because he's
Drew Brees.
recovering.
Drew Brees.
Drew Brees. You mean Drew Brees? Then.
and Herbert.
Yeah,
Justin
Justin. Yeah,
Herbert.
Justin
it was.
Herbert
It was a. I don't think it was golf. I think it was like a kids thing.
It's
Yeah.
a promo thing.
How could
Yeah,
Breeze even swing a golf club with all the bodybuilding he's been doing?
there. His hair. pack in his
Tiger's
eyes.
been recovering from. He had back surgery just a few weeks
Yes,
ago.
Yeah.
yes.
So yeah, he wasn't planning on playing any golf.
So Tiger Woods injured this past week, and this past week on the tour, and many players on Sunday wore black and the traditional black and red tiger with the black hat. Annika Sorensen was one of them. Phil Mickelson, Justin, a bunch of guys. Tony Finau.
Finau, yeah. I saw
Finau
that.
actually looked just like him. If you
Yeah.
had a weird view, it was like
He wore
looked-
his hat
Yeah.
backwards coming into the course that day before he played his round.
Oh,
with the
yeah.
sun, with the same shade.
he didn't
like
have the shades
on.
He didn't have the shades.
Oh, he didn't have the shades on.
No,
Okay.
no. It's the first time Rory wore red and black his entire career.
Wow.
It's nice. It's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, that's a great thing. Tom Mauer throughout, he likes the spot. So, well, I guess we're talking about golf. Let's talk about the tournament. Colin Morikawa, he wins the WGC Workday Championship, shoots 18 under and wins by 3 strokes over Big Boy Bryson DeChambeau. This is this kid.
No,
Koepka.
no, Koepka.
Oh, Koepka. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Koepka. I'm thinking the other big guy. But yeah, this kid is up and coming. He's won 4 now. I believe he's the first guy or 24th player in history to win this and a major in the same year, I believe it is. So that's pretty impressive. I mean, it's 24. That's still pretty impressive. This tournament was really supposed to be in Mexico City, but it was moved to Bradenton, Florida because of the coronavirus. Anything about this? I know you had a little
Well,
story
yeah,
about-
I got a little story, but
you got a little.
yeah, yeah. Colin Morikawa. I mean, it seems like this year golf's really a young man's game. A lot of young guys winning this year and dominating the sport. But I got another story about another young guy. We all know Matthew Wolff, right? He's the guy with the little giddy up and as he's coming through, he's got this little hitch in his swing. So he's 21 years old. So he didn't fare so well at the World Golf Championship. He on Thursday shot a plus 1183. It was a crazy round. He actually had 4 birdies in the round, 4 bogeys, 6 pars, 2 double bogeys, 1 triple, and 1 quadruple. They said he gained over 1 stroke on approach shots, but lost 12 everywhere else. It was a complete debacle of a round. In fact, he was on the green and he was just taking a practice stroke with his putter and hit the ball, which they give you they don't give you a stroke penalty on that.
What?
Yes, because you didn't have the
Oh,
intention of hitting the ball.
That's not true.
And yes, it is.
Go ahead
yeah.
and finish.
Yeah.
your
So
story.
anyway, he it used to be a stroke penalty, but
I think there's rules interpretation.
okay.
Because I saw a guy chipping 2 weeks ago, and he was doing his practice swing, and he moved the ball, and they gave him a penalty stroke for that.
But they did not give Wolf a penalty stroke.
I think it's open to interpretation.
Oh, possibly. So anyway, so the guy had a horrible round. Obviously, it was a crazy round. He withdrew after the Thursday round, and cited no reason. But here's the crazy thing. This go back to Tiger Woods and what Tiger Woods has done for the sport. And we talked about this weeks ago with the money, and everybody like Colin Morikawa is thanking Tiger for who he is and what he's done for the sport. With that last place finish, Matthew Wolf, 21 years old, who's got one tour win, passed somebody on the all-time money list at 309. Guess who he passed?
Tom Watson.
Jack Nicklaus. Some would consider him the greatest golfer of all time. And Matthew Wolf, at 21 years old with one tour win, just passed him in the money list.
You say Jack Nicklaus is the ghost? Or goat?
No, Wolf is.
Somebody call him the Tom
I
Brady.
think Tom Brady's
Tom
better
Brady at
golfer.
golf.
Tom Brady's better at everything.
He's a product of when he plays.
Why does this have to come back to the flashy Tom Brady?
Flashy.
You know, I heard there's a restaurant in Tampa. He's a chef now. Their best restaurant in the country. That's where I'm eating forever.
Well, what did I say? After he wins the Super Bowl, he's going to walk across the Atlantic Ocean, right?
That's why
Avocado
I
ice
guess
cream.
that's why I guess to Europe now.
Yeah.
He just walks.
Lots of avocado
Yeah, go
ice
play.
cream.
We were saying he's going to play soccer or football.
Football.
Yeah, he's going to walk across the Atlantic Ocean.
Okay, so
Anywho.
Eric has to go pee-pee.
Yeah, I got to go potty.
So we're going to go and take a 5-minute break. We'll be back. You're listening to the Basement Benchwarmers podcast. Check us out on Facebook at Basement Benchwarmers, also on Instagram at Basement Benchwarmers, and on Twitter at Base Benchwarmers, and our email is basementbenchwarmers@gmail.com. Yeah, we are back from our little break to use the potty. Some of us did, some of us didn't. So let's get into.
Are we all on?
Is this thing on?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I said some of us just wet our pants.
I don't think
right?
you're on. I think Scott's got us all off.
No, you're good.
We're on.
Yeah,
We're
you guys
on
are-
now.
You guys are all
We're
good.
on.
Willie pees the most because he's old.
It's more drips. Actual.
It's
How many times?
It's like drip, 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 drip.
How many trips do you make in the middle of the night, Willie?
0.
Wow, look at you.
He wears Depends.
Yeah, I've had them sent to my house by many people. Funny joke.
Happy birthday.
Hilarious.
Okay, we're gonna move on now.
I like beer cause it is good. I drink beer because I should. If there was a song to sing, I sing it and beer you bring. I drink beer when I am sad, cause the beer it makes me glad. Now there's nothing left to say, so let's go drink beer. Beer is good! Beer is good! Beer is good!
Beer is good, as I always say. And this week I let Willie bring the beer of the week, which is scary. And Willie brought a big ass can. They call it a crawler. of beer from Noon Whistle Brewing. We've done a couple beers from them. Lombard, Illinois, our neighbors to the south. So they put together this triple IPA, and I'm about to taste it for the first time, and so are the guys. So it is a triple IPA with Amarillo, Citra, and Azacca hops with loads of honey from a local beekeeper.
Like I said, when I taste it, it'll put hair in your hair. Move on. 260
pounds of sweet, thick, golden liquid was added to this IPA, making it unbelievable. So it's called, what is it called, Willie? It is called Spoken Lyric from Noon Whistle Brewing, a 10.2 ABV triple IPA. Here it goes.
Chuck it a lug.
Smooth.
You can definitely taste the honey in it.
Yeah, there's a little honey. It's not bad for a 10.2. That's not.
It's not biting your tongue off. It's
good.
I wonder what the IBU is on that.
The INA, not available.
Okay, well, it's not much. I mean,
no, it's not overly bitter. It's actually pretty smooth for a 10.2.
I don't know what's nerdier. Glenn's computer talk for the show, or Willie asking about beer IBU.
Wait, can I answer that?
Sure.
Glenn's computer talk.
I'm on Glenn's side. Glenn's computer talk. Glenn's computer talk gets you through life.
Let's go around the table. Glenn, do you like this beer?
It's okay. It's a little thick though.
Yeah, that's what she said. Triple hopped IPA, Willie.
I like for triple hop IPA here. I'm telling you what, this is pretty good. You know, because normally you're like, you need a glass of water to choke it down, but this is good.
Yeah,
very good.
Again, that's what she said. But go ahead.
My goatee has a mustache now.
Do you give mustache rides at all?
Goatee rides.
And you can't ask Hop because this is a guy who likes Coors Light.
Speaking of mustache, Hop.
Meh.
Meh. Well, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks other than me because I'm the beer guy and I like it. It's pretty good. In my Untapped, I'll give it probably a 4.25 out of 5. Yeah. That's good beer.
And Willie, I'll drink it.
I know you'll suck it down.
Come on. So, cheers, guys.
If it had hints of avocado in it, Tom would like it too.
Oh yeah,
Tom.
Avocado tequila.
Tom couldn't handle his Mas Agave seltzers the other day.
This guy don't drink ever, man.
With his ecstasy.
Let's check out Jason's Sportsman real quick.
This is the Basement Benchwarmers Sports Minute. Yes, we are down here in the very empty basement of J.J. Watt. It seems he must have been ready to move out. Going over here to the NFL, J.J. Watt signs a crazy new deal, moving out to the desert to play for the Cardinals. It's a 2-year, $31 million deal with 23 guaranteed. And the Seahawks have been flooded with calls regarding the status of Russell Wilson, and reports have said that he's going to pay a hefty fee of at least 3 first-rounders, and a player also being sent that way. And with March starting, that means March Madness is right around the corner. Selection Sunday will be next weekend. The NCAA announced a few weeks ago that they will be allowing 25% capacity during all games during the tournament. And earlier last week, Albert Pujols' wife had wrote a statement that this could potentially be his last season in the majors, and it was a great one. This is the Basement Benchwarmers Sports Minute.
So, talked about Russell Wilson. We talked about him a little bit already. Albert Pujols retiring, possible. This will be his last year. A great career, one of the greatest hitters in my lifetime, hands down. Hop, what do you think?
Agreed.
Anybody else disagree with? He's one of the greatest hitters we've probably seen.
He destroyed a relief pitcher's career. He owned Brad Lidge so bad that when he hit that bomb in it was when he was still a Cardinal. He just hit a slider that destroyed Lidge's career. He couldn't pitch again after that. And Lidge was a great closer up until that point.
No. Anybody else?
Well, his last name was always a great name, great pun over a joke. Pujols.
You went a long way for that. That was terrible.
I did.
You never heard that joke? Never heard that before.
Eric would have heard it as a Cubs fan because he hated Pujols too.
Yeah, I mean, that's obvious. You hate him as a Cubs fan. He was just a killer. Yeah, he's got to be one of the top. I mean, what do you have him, top 20 players?
Oh, he might.
Dude, there's a lot.
What he did for what he averaged, like 35.
Baseball has a lot of history
for
though.
8-9 years.
Yeah,
so I think he was at one time. What is he in? Like only company of like guys like Hank Aaron and Babe Ruth or something. It was
Mace.
like him. Yeah.
Mace. Willie Mays.
Yeah. So it was like, so he's obviously top 5, top 10, I think, easily.
As a hitter, yes.
Yes. Yeah. Defensively, yeah. He was a, yeah.
Well, no, I'm just talking. I mean,
hitting
when
wise.
you start throwing around top 10 baseball players of all time, they can't all just be hitters.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I
still
say
gotta throw
20
some
is a
pitchers in there.
compliment.
Yeah.
Top 20 player of
I
all
thought you
time.
meant
That's
top 20 hitters is still a compliment.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about going back in history with some of those guys, they're
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah, I don't know. I presented that snake draft, but Scott said that they did it in the first 4 weeks.
What was that? What snake draft was that?
The best baseball players of all time.
Did you take 6 picks?
No, just 5.
Okay.
Did
You know what? Hey,
I'm kidding.
wasn't that the draft you took too many?
No, that was the
best, right?
pitchers. That was
So we did players too.
That was. I think that was
no,
right-handed
it was the best pitchers
Pitchers.
from 1970 on.
and it was right-handed pitchers only.
That's when you took the guy that started playing in '69.
That's what she said.
yeah, his number 5 was Tom Seaver.
Yeah.
that was my number 5.
Yeah.
So Jace brought up this guy, JJ
This
Watt.
guy.
This guy, JJ Watt, with his Cardinal shirt on already today. Going to the desert, 2 years, $31 million deal, includes 23 guaranteed, as Jace said. I will say I lost a little respect for the guy today. I think he's still he's a Hall of Famer, I believe. But I lost just a tad of respect for him. This is just a money grab. There is no way the Cardinals, don't get me wrong, the Cardinals, I mean, he has a trivia question for you guys. You'll probably know the answer, part of it. Since 2012, the top 2 most sacks since 2012, 2 players. Name the 2. We're looking at one of them, JJ Watt. Who's the second one?
Aaron Donald.
No. His teammate, Chandler Jones, will be the other guy this year. So you'll have the 2 guys that had the most sacks since 2012 tagged on each end of each other. We'll see how that goes. Once again, different time after a back surgery and numerous injuries. I just don't believe J.J. Watt's for 2 years, $31 million. I think a lot of teams who were talking about getting him, I think they dodged a bullet with the contract. If he has a good year, that's great. But I mean, it works out for the Cardinals because they still have Kyler Murray on a rookie contract, so you can do that. But his contract's up, and Kyler Murray will want his money, and then it does. When you have that window, you can do stuff like this. And I don't think it's a bad sign, but I think it's a lot of money. I don't think the teams like the Packers who want him, I don't think they could afford him at this
Well,
time.
now with that guarantee, 23.
No.
Yeah.
And I don't think the Packers really need him. Their pass rush, as we talked about, wasn't really the problem last year. And I think Titans could have used them, but
No.
and also like the Bills,
Buffalo, yeah.
the Bills. And their
Well, he
team.
would have just helped. All those 3 teams you were just talking about, he would have helped. but-
Yeah, and I think he's doing the same thing with the Cardinals. I don't think the Cardinals are a team on the edge of winning it. Maybe they are though.
I saw a great meme today. So it was like a picture of Matt Stafford going, "Oh crap,
Mm,
I have to play against him at least twice."
yeah.
So I don't know what any opinions on them. JJ Watt going to the desert and playing with the Cardinals. Anything?
I mean, they went 10-6 last year. They were just on the outskirts of the playoffs. I think that's a good signing. If they got the cap space, they might as well do it. I mean, we talked about the Bears, and you said you didn't want to mortgage the future for Watson or Wilson. If they got the cap space, it's only a 2-year deal. Some of it's going to be dead money too.
Yeah.
So they're good. They have
Can you imagine the picture of
they have Buda Baker, and they just dumped Patrick Peterson too.
Yep.
The cornerback. So I think I don't think it's a terrible deal. And I think Packer fans wanted it because they just wanted the hometown guy.
right? Yeah, but
Weigh in, Eric, on that one.
can you imagine the picture of J.J. Watt and Kyler Murray walking in? Look like twins.
DeVito and Schwarzenegger.
That's right.
There was actually a picture on Twitter today that Kyler Murray tweeted out a picture of him and J.J. Watt from like 2018 high school.
Is that
something like
right?
that. Yeah.
That'd been great
Yeah.
to see.
And I can't remember. I think it was Carl Anthony Towns that was with him too, because there was a big 7-foot dude in that picture. Kind of crazy.
So they're getting the band back together at Texans West. Him and DeAndre Hopkins teaming up again. Should be interesting. They're going to be a team that's going to be a team that's going to win some games, obviously. So we'll see how it works out. And like I said, they got the quarterback friendly deal right now with Kyler Murray, and you can afford it. I don't think it's a bad sign. I just think that's a lot of money. But like Hop said, if you got the room.
No, I mean like you said, it looks like a little bit of a cash grab. What do you blame them? It's hard for me to get mad at JJ Watt. I mean, a walk on with the Wisconsin Badgers, just sensational career there. I you said you lost a little respect from him. I don't know if
Ed agreed.
Ed agreed.
Yes.
Oh well, then I guess
You have to agree then.
I was gonna say I go the other way usually, and I disagree. So, yeah, I mean, Hop, you made some sense of it that it's an up and coming team, and they're a little bit like the Dolphins, like ready to take the next step, get in the playoffs, that type of thing. So maybe JJ helps them the most.
Yeah. I think you're projecting though. I think the NFC, the AFC East is an easier division right now.
Yeah, that's true.
Jets
Yeah.
and Patriots are kind of. I mean, you're going to have to compete with the Bills, obviously.
Yeah.
I just think the NFC West is just can be so good. I mean,
Well, after Wilson gets traded,
Wilson's gone.
yeah,
I don't think Wilson's going nowhere. I really don't.
he's going to make the NFC North a lot tougher.
I don't
the Bears.
I don't think Russell Wilson goes anywhere. I really don't.
Why would he?
I
wouldn't.
That makes no sense for the Seattle Seahawks to do it. It doesn't make any sense at all.
Well, I think
And he's under contract.
I don't
so-
want to go back to Wilson, but John Schneider's a pretty smart GM, and he's not just going to dump Wilson for nothing.
No.
He's a pretty good GM.
I mean,
They've drafted really well.
I guess anything could happen, but I just can't see him. I just can't see him leaving Seattle. There's no way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just think I do think it was just I don't know. There's a lot of other teams that are on that I would. There's probably 10 other teams I'd put ahead of them right now that it could win.
Well, yeah, if he wants to win a Super Bowl,
That's why
we're not putting Cardinals in the Super Bowl. None of us
why-
are putting the Cardinals in the Super Bowl next year.
I
Are we?
wouldn't put the Titans in though either.
But that
was a team that everybody threw.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's like a cash grab, though. I really believe it is.
Oh, yeah.
And he's already had the big contract. He's already got the big
Hey, it's
contract.
America.
Hey, hasn't Jadeveon
America.
Clowney been chasing the big contract
All that Subway
The
money he's
last-
getting.
the last 3 years?
Exactly. Eat fresh.
Yeah. So I guess, yeah. So JJ Watt is going to the Cardinals, and we will see. Couple sad notes that happened. Ex Notre Dame defensive tackle Lewis Nix was found dead Saturday in Jacksonville. He just ended up getting called. They called that he was missing, and they found his. They haven't said anything of cause or anything at this point, I don't believe, but they did say they saw them pulling his car out of a pond or something at one point. So not sure. He was shot a few months ago at a gas station, and his mom has said since then he was kind of skittish and didn't want to leave the house much or anything. So will maybe the story develops into something more than it really is, possibly. Who knows? But yeah, Lewis Nix, 29, passed away this past Saturday, and another kind of a big deal in the country and in the world of sports. Irv Cross passed away, 81 years old. He was the first black man to work full time as a sports analyst on national television with CBS. He was a great analyst. I thought he was
He's
awesome.
on there with Brett Musburger.
Musburger, Jimmy the Greek.
Jimmy the Greek,
Yeah,
yeah.
Phyllis
Right when you said
Phyllis
Musburger,
George.
now I
Yeah, yeah.
remember. Because at first I'm like, when you said Musburger, now I remember.
I'm surprised you didn't know the music.
Yeah.
The lead-in for that. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
one of the best
Yeah.
pregame shows.
That was only a half hour.
Yeah, it was.
30 minutes.
And nobody answered that. I heard it on the radio this morning. Nobody answered whether it was a half hour, 30 or an hour.
Yes, 30 minutes. Yeah.
And he did have a 9-year career in the NFL. He played for the Eagles. He one of his I did see it in here, which I thought was pretty crazy. Let me see if I can find it. I read it today, and I don't know where I lost it, but I believe he had 15 kids. So
Are you kidding?
See Sean Kemp
Sean Kemp's got nothing on him.
from Artie.
Oh,
he was a two-time Pro Bowler, and he hung out with Jimmy Greek a little bit, so that probably went well.
That's probably why-
Here it is. 15 children. Cross is survived by his wife Liz and all of his children. So I don't want to name him. That would take a while. So Irv Cross, a pioneer.
Irv Jr. Irv Jr.
Godspeed.
the fourth.
Yeah,
George Foreman.
So Irv Cross.
rest in peace.
One of my favorite guys actually back when I was younger to watch. I liked Irv Cross a ton.
I did, yeah.
So Willie, you got to wear the on tonight, right?
What? What the hell are you talking about here?
Willie,
Where is it?
Willie. Willie.
So if you didn't know, March is Women's History Month. So I'm going to work off of that right now. So this famous athlete is a 2-time Olympic gold medalist and a 2-time FIFA Women's World Cup champion, adored by her peers and also by her fans. This American forward became the face of Women's United Soccer Association, which is the first professional women's soccer league in the United States. She is a true inspiration for young girls and women who still. Yeah, you got it all figured out right here. Hey, there's a couple of them that could be.
No, I got 2 in my head right now.
Right here. Okay,
I got 2.
I got 3.
Yeah, just 2.
She held the record for the most international goals scored by a woman till 2013, when she was succeeded by her former teammate Abby Wambach. However, she still holds a record for the most assists in an international career, and she was twice named FIFA Women's World Player of the Year. She completed her international career by having played in 42 matches and scored 14 goals at these 7 international tournaments, 4 World Cups, 3 Olympics. She is the first woman ever to be inducted into the World Football Hall of Fame. And
Football. Say it right.
Football, that's right.
Tom Brady?
Yeah, he's kind of a woman.
You think so? Oh, maybe the way he drinks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
When you're done, we're going to talk Tom Brady again. We'll talk about Tom Brady again after you're done.
We gotta
I'll
keep
be in the
Willie on
bathroom. I'll be
track.
in the bathroom during that.
Well, good. If that's the case, we'll talk about Tom Brady all the time.
Okay, come on, Mia Hamm. I mean,
There you go.
where's this going? I mean, come on.
She's married to Nomar Garciaparra.
Where is
You're
she
right,
now?
right.
Where is she now?
What are the girls' names? What are his kids' names?
Wait, stop. I'm gonna if Ed was here, I'm gonna beat Ed right now.
Right.
Ask, say, where is she now?
Where is she now?
In the kitchen, where she should be. That was Ed.
Amber, if you're watching, that wasn't intended to you.
She knows.
Right. So yeah, they have twin girls, Grace and Ava, and they have a boy named Garrett. And
Nerd.
right, well,
Nerd alert.
Nerd alert.
I think all these kids got a good chance of
Being good athletes.
Being rich.
athletes.
Yeah, they're rich.
They have
They're
good
rich.
genes,
So,
like the expensive genes.
do you want to know what she's doing now?
She's a commentator on ESPN.
Well, no, I think you're thinking about Brandy Chastain, but
Well, yeah, because she took her shirt off.
Wow.
hey, she's a co-owner of Los Angeles FC.
Oh, no shit.
She's a global ambassador for Barcelona and is on the board of directors for the Serie A club, AS Roma. And she also wrote a book, Go for the Goal.
Cookbook, probably.
No,
Oh,
A Champion's Guide to Winning in Soccer and Life.
You didn't win that?
So I just
Read it?
looked over. Look at the font on this page.
Wow.
Hey, you know what? It's easier to follow.
Arial 27.
Large
That's
type,
48 points.
large type, bold.
Glenn, what is that as a computer guy?
What is this? Look it up.
Times New Roman 26.
Willie, do you wear contacts?
No, I don't.
Not condoms either.
Damn it, you
They don't call the
you beat me
dustbin for
to it.
nothing. So that was where are they now? Mia Hamm.
She is definitely the GOAT, right?
She is. She
The
is.
GOAT. There is no question that she's the GOAT.
What about Julie Foudy?
No, some people will say Marta is,
Who?
as far as
Who?
Marta from Brazil.
Never heard
she's
of her.
The best women's soccer
No.
player, but
I think
like
Eric
Mia
was
Hamm
referring.
is.
I think Eric was referring to U.S. women's soccer players, not.
He didn't say that, so
Goat.
I didn't assume. So
She's the GOAT.
yeah, she is the GOAT in the U.S. Yes, I believe so.
She's not very flashy, but
No, she was flashy.
She didn't flash.
she never,
Like
took her,
Brandy
she never took her
did.
shirt off when she scored a goal.
Brandy was flashy,
Yeah,
She was flashy.
Yeah. just like Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice.
Great route runner.
Great.
Very.
Not flashy enough.
Not flashy enough.
I got some comments later on that, but
I'm
On
sure.
Jerry Rice.
no, just in general. And
Scott, what's the
on Scott,
font on
on
that?
Scott Cavelli more so.
This is tiny.
He was flashy.
Yeah,
He didn't even have your glasses on.
No. I don't need him. I need him only for I'm nearsighted. I don't know. I can't see far, so I don't know what that is. I always get confused. So the next topic we're going to move into, since Hops, we're going to talk a little baseball, but I forgot to bring this up last week. I want to show this fella. So he got a big deal. And it happened last week, but I had it all set up and
He's
I totally
using
forgot
the
to talk
wrong
about it.
finger.
14 years, 340. That's a nice team-friendly deal. I think he came up like
That's a nice team friendly deal.
$25 million a year in 10 years. That'll be nothing. For 6 years, it'll be nothing. That'll be like he'll be like the 10th highest paid player on a team probably at that point.
Not in Biden's America.
Hey, I'm sitting for Ed. Who put Ed next to me?
There you go, get back in the kitchen. Get in the kitchen. What are you doing down here? You shouldn't be playing soccer.
Fix me a turkey pot pie.
Meatloaf now.
I think it was.
That doesn't sound anything like that.
Yeah, he does. Just
He sounds like Archie Bunker.
He does. He's more Archie Bunker than
A little more subtle.
So
A
big
little subtle.
contract. So real quick, what do you think about this deal? I think it's a good deal for everybody. Obviously, a great deal for him. I do like the concept. I mean, the concept here is that it's 340. He's set. He doesn't need no more money. I mean, you look at these deals these guys are getting, like even like compared to Mahomes, 10 years, $400 million. He could have done 20 years, $400 million and saved the team some money. I mean, come on.
Well, but there's a big difference between football and.
But a ton of it was guaranteed, though. So I mean, he's getting
all of which
he's getting his cash, though. I mean, even if only $80 million is guaranteed, it's still $80 million. Come on,
it's all relative, though. I mean, think about it now. If what happens when his 6th car is broken down? What's he going to do? He's going to have to buy another one.
And I guess Hop, I agree with you saying they can't do those long deals in baseball because they have pay him like Bobby Bonilla as they have in football ever.
That dude's getting paid forever.
Yeah,
Bonilla's gonna get paid a year after he gets paid.
Yes, that was posted.
Yes.
And
Yes.
Magic Johnson, remember he signed that big deal we talked about, 30 years, $30 million years ago. Oh my God, and it was it
He's
was
gotta be
crazy,
broke, right?
Yeah. So kind of breaks down like this. I have this too. This is how the deal breaks down. For him, what he is making.
That's
Holy
ridiculous.
I thought we were using the MLB The Show because he's the cover guy.
Yeah, he is the cover guy. He got an extra $1 million for that too.
There's a jinx right there, right?
He's making
It's not.
jinx
It's not
on
the. It's not the Madden.
So
card.
we've been doing
There's no
this.
jinx?
We've been doing this show for 90 minutes, and at 90 minutes, he's made $47 per that minute. Kind of like we make. It's crazy.
Well, I was
Oh,
going
yeah,
to
yeah.
say that's what we
have
pay
to,
Glenn, right?
We have to split it though here.
That's right.
So it's not as much.
So that's $4,200.
So that's not
I need a new agent.
that's
Yeah.
nothing. Yeah,
he earned it. He's worth it.
I like Tatis. I think
Hey,
he's
where did he come from again?
his mom.
No,
His
no,
mom.
His father's
what
penis.
team did he? No.
Well, he did play.
Who?
Oh, well, so first the big thing about this whole deal. Well, James Shields was traded to the White Sox. You guys missed out on having him.
Oh,
and,
he was
and Tim Anderson.
he was a White Sox.
He was a White Sox prospect.
Oh,
that
really?
AJ Preller.
Mm-hmm.
AJ Preller scouted him when he was 15 years old.
I can't. The Cubs always do that, so it doesn't matter. I can't make fun.
Every
You
team-
guys got a World
team
Series
does
out
that.
of it, though.
Yeah, that's a good point.
What did James Shields do for the White Sox?
He pitched.
That's about it.
Well, he pitched. He did his job.
Was that the white flag?
He was a bum. No, that was
He put butts in the seats, didn't he?
Okay, so
The seats are for asses, right? He put asses in the seats.
Miguel. He put Miguel's in the seats.
Miguel's.
Assholes.
Oh gosh, why are you messing with that guy? He has go back to the.
We
haven't had a chat in a while.
We lost him in
He
a while.
gone. He gone.
He likes the show though, so Miguel's getting a shirt if he sends his address to me.
Yes,
send it
I like Miguel a lot, man.
Miguel, basementbenchwarmers@gmail.com. If you're listening, send me your address and I'll get you a shirt. Okay. Let me know what size too in the email. Also, if you're listening right now, click the link that is right down here on the restream.io. Click it. You can join the show. Also, we're live every Tuesday night, 7:15. Or I'm sorry, Monday night, 7:15. Around
Where the hell are we?
7:15 we'll start. And
It felt like a Tuesday when we started.
yeah, we started on Monday, ended on Tuesday. So that's what's going on with that. So Hop, you had a tidbit for baseball you want to talk about? What we were talking about before? What was it?
Well, spring training started, so we want to go through all the box scores, right? It's important.
Cubs won one today.
It's important
Against Tatis.
It's important how well you do. No, I'm kidding about that. Article on ESPN that I was reading. You know how you have all the non-roster invitees, basically guys who get invited to major league camp. They're either prospects or old ass people that are still around. And I was running through the list of them, and he names one player from each team. Dodgers, Brandon Morrow. You guys know him?
Yeah, it used to be.
I've heard of him.
Was a Cub.
It used to be a cup for a cup of coffee.
He's an NRI. I mean, most of these guys get cut, but it was interesting to look through a lot of this list.
I bet Morrow latches on. If he's healthy, he's a good pitcher.
That's the health. That's
Yeah.
the health issue of it.
Yeah.
You know, there's guys like CJ Crone's with the Rockies. He's bounced around a ton. He's a first baseman, power hitter. There's some other good ones in here that I read.
John Olerud still out there?
No, Tyler Naquan. You remember him from
Yeah.
the Indians?
Yeah.
I love the
Yeah,
smell of
yeah.
Naquan in the morning.
You guys should remember him, right? He played in that World Series that the Cubs won.
Yeah, he did.
He was in India, he didn't play with the Cubs.
He was a Cleveland baseball teamer.
I'm sorry, I'm going to keep calling it the Indians. I like the C there.
He was a C.
The Cubs was Nick Martini.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He likes to be shaken, not stirred.
There you go.
He was in It's a Wonderful Life, wasn't he? Because the bar was martinis, but then Nick was the bartender.
Jordan Zimmerman for the Brewers. That guy hasn't pitched in forever, but he did pitch last year. He was terrible.
He'll be a Cy Young candidate because the Brewers always
Wait a
they always
minute.
grab these guys and they start shitting golden eggs.
This guy here is dead. Cross them off then.
Too early yet.
Oh, okay. You're going to
Hey.
get to that.
Hey, Zimmerman's back though. You know where he went to school?
Tremper.
No.
Waukesha West.
No. College. My bad.
Carthage.
No,
Gateway
he went to Stevens Point.
Oh, okay. Well, I was close. I was in Wisconsin.
with
Well,
Terry
that was
Porter.
why I said it.
Huh, Terry
He did not go with Terry Porter.
Yeah, a little younger.
Frazier.
And wasn't Bo Ryan the coach at Stevens Point?
Frazier's coming
I'm
back.
sorry.
The sitcom? The sitcom? Sorry. Go
It
ahead.
is. It is.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
sorry.
Who turned this episode into Willie's? Where are they now?
We're getting up there.
Hey, Brandon Kinsler, ex-Cub. He's with the Phillies. He'll straighten out that bullpen. That bullpen sucks. Jed Lowry, that guy's dead. Cross him off.
Yeah.
There you go.
Is he really dead?
Are some of these
Dude.
hey, Hop, are some of these guys movers?
Jed Lowry's 34 years old. He played 6 innings last year, or 9 games as a Met. That's why I said he's dead.
That's why he didn't work on the fantasy for me.
He got 6 innings in 9 games. That's great.
Jared Kelenic, he's a prospect, number 3 prospect for the Mariners. He's on Kevin and my fantasies team for any of you guys that give a shit.
What's the name of your team?
The prospects.
Neil and Bob.
Dixon Wieners.
That's just what they do.
Junior Guerrero is the Angels one. Here you go, Glenn. The White Sox is Andrew Vaughn.
You want Vaughn?
Greg Vaughn.
I heard stories about Greg Vaughn in the shower. I'm telling. I've never seen him.
Have you ever seen the movie Hall Pass and the uncut version
Yeah.
where the guy he passes out on the thing and the guy comes to help him?
That's Hop.
Is that Mo Vaughn?
Not Mo Vaughn, Greg Vaughn.
Greg Vaughn?
That's
You remember
great.
Greg Vaughn?
That was
Yeah.
a great. Can you guys switch sides?
Oh, that was the
the great
that was the
movie.
Irish guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that thing was.
Yeah, the Irish guy. Yeah. You guys switch sides.
Oliver Perez for the Indians.
Yep.
Oops, I'm sorry, Cleveland football team, baseball team.
whatever. They'll be whatever the hell they
Whatever.
are.
Wade Davis is back with the Royals.
He'll never
the one that's-
he'll never be
Hey,
Royals.
here's 2 awesome ones. Jay Bruce for the Yankees.
Wow. The mighty have fallen.
Francisco Liriano at 37 years old just shows that pitchers never die.
With the Twins?
No, he's with the Blue
The
Jays.
Blue Jays. Huh?
No, the Twins was Larnick.
He may be okay with them.
Guy.
I mean, Blue Jays are going to be solid this year, so he might be okay.
I mean, he pitched out of the bullpen for the Pirates last in 19.
Yeah.
Felix Hernandez.
Where's he? Seattle?
No, he went back to Baltimore. He opted out last year.
Okay.
He was supposed to play with the Braves, but he opted out last year. So that's all I had. I it's interesting just to see how guys hang on, and then you see all these young prospects that are coming around too. So
Yeah.
that's all I had. Sorry, that was dull. I should have read baseball scores.
No, I like that. Actually, that was
No,
fun
it's better
because
than
we got to
baseball
do
scores.
major league quotes.
Hold on. Let me get scores. Braves 5, Red Sox 3.
So let's.
Dodgers 10.
No offense. We're going to move on to the tournaments around the corner and a few notes on that. I just noticed this today, and I thought I'd like to pass it on to people out there, to our listeners or our watchers, whatever.
There's 5 of them.
So number 1 seeds as of this week, they've named the 4 number 1s they believe, if it happened today, would be Illinois, Baylor, Gonzaga, and Michigan. So 2 top Big Ten teams would be in your would get number 1 seeds. Wisconsin right now they're putting at a number 7 seed, and teams that are like on the fence or on the bubble, they call it. Duke, Stanford, St. Louis, Seton Hall. Michigan State was also there right now, so Michigan State will be in if it comes because they did beat Duke this season, but they believe Duke will make it in too. They've kind of started turning around a little bit and play a little better in the last few weeks. Now this is the thing that I found. It's all being played in the greater Indianapolis area, and they'll have 2 courts in Lucas Oil Field. They're going to play at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. They're going to play at Hinkle Fieldhouse. That is Butler's, correct? Hinkle? Yes.
Correct.
Finkel or Einhorn?
Indiana Farmers Coliseum, Mackey Arena in West Lafayette, and Simon's Assembly Hall in Bloomington. I just
Any fans? Are they letting fans in?
25%. I think Jay
25.
said in the
Yeah, 25,
Sports
yep.
Minute.
Well, if Jay said it.
And this is the
Did we
well,
hear the Sports
this-
Minute? Did I miss that?
this is the crazy thing.
You were
So
taking a
it's
potty
not
break
it's
again.
not being played on Thursdays at all. It's playing the first round is Friday and Saturday. Second round is Sunday and Monday.
It's horseshit.
The Sweet 16 is gonna be Saturday and Sunday. The Elite Eight will be Monday, Tuesday, and the Final Four will be on a Saturday, and then championship game
They're
will be
gonna
on
roll
Monday.
through this.
It's gonna be split. It's split up in the weeks. It's not.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
yeah.
split up. But I do like the concept of the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday because sometimes the weekend it's hard to get to watch the games because it's hard to get a chance. Stuff's going on. You're busy.
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday for the Elite Eight's gonna be awesome. We're gonna have probably 8 good games in 2 nights.
No, get podcaster in it.
Oh, we are gonna be podcasting on the night. So
You
yeah.
can't watch it. There's no TV.
There's one right here.
And April 3rd is the Final
We're
Four.
buying them
And
another
then championship
TV.
game is
Yeah.
April 5th, and so Monday, April 5th. So everything stays the same there. So that's the thing I found. I saw it the other day. I was like, really? Maybe it's a typo? No, they're not playing Thursday.
Duke's not going to make it unless they run it.
Yeah.
You know what I think?
And I'm sorry. I
Go
don't
ahead.
think there's any. Is there any tournaments this year for the conferences?
Yes,
Are there going to be conference tournaments?
yeah,
Okay.
they are
Okay.
conference tournaments.
So we'll see how that
because they talked about the Big Ten going down to Indiana.
That's what she said.
going down.
I got that part. That's fine.
Going down.
That was a stretch. Other bubble teams: North Carolina, Syracuse. Syracuse played North Carolina tonight. Don't know how that came.
Yeah,
out.
I saw that they were playing tonight.
I think it's over by now.
and North Carolina.
That'll be a big game. Can someone check that? See me. Let me know. Syracuse, North
They-
Carolina.
Yeah, Syracuse was up like 19 points.
Oh,
when we
that's
checked
good for
that.
and they're
Syracuse.
both bubble teams.
Yes.
Okay.
West Kentucky, St. Bonaventure, St. Louis, Oregon, and Colorado State are the teams on the bubble they're saying right now. And like I said, Syracuse played North Carolina tonight, so that could be
Syracuse won by 2.
okay. Well, so that means Syracuse has the upper hand, I guess, at this point. So that is the NCAA. We'll talk more obviously as tournament gets closer. Which Selection Sunday we'll have our show right after that on the 16th or 15th, the night after, so we can talk about the matchups and who we think is going to roll through that. And so let's go to our Mount Rushmore. Tonight's Mount Rushmore is the AL Central.
Are the Red Sox in the AL Central?
No, Hop is confused.
Hop did not get the memo.
When we asked him to sit
This
in,
guy.
he's a Twins fan, and he dressed like Mo Vaughn. I said it again, Mo Vaughn.
Look at the back of the jersey.
Roger Clemens.
Kyle Yaz.
Yeah, I think you said that wrong. I think he asked to sit in. We didn't ask him.
Yeah, no, I asked him. I
Oh, did you?
I did.
Well, it's
I
about time you
apologize.
contributed.
So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go
And then
on
I
a
was
table.
wrong.
We're gonna go on a table, and we're gonna do it. I'll be the voice of reason in this whole thing. I'll buzz you if I don't like your pick. No, I'm just kidding. So we're gonna start. We're gonna start with the Indians, and we'll start with Hop first. Hop, name your Indian first. We'll go around the table. It's gonna be
We're
Hop.
doing
Eric.
Indians first?
Yeah, Indians first.
Willie's got like 35 sheets in front of him.
35 sheets
yeah.
of Tigers.
Shoeless Joe Jackson.
There are.
Okay, Shoeless Joe. Eric.
That's the Indians. I'll take
Cleveland baseball team.
Jim Thome. Country strong.
Yes. Okay.
Manny Ramirez.
Okay.
Steroids.
It's the only guy seen dive for a cutoff throw.
No, he threw it and somebody dove.
No, he's the one that dove
Was it?
to get the cutoff.
He was
Yes.
out in left field.
Yes.
He was a Red Sox when that happened.
Yes, he
though.
was. Yes.
Willie, you should bring a
remember.
3-ring binder next time.
Yeah. And he was also a White
Don't worry,
Sox.
hey, don't worry about me. I'm well informed.
Are those
here.
laminated?
I am worried. I am
They're not.
worried about Willie. Anybody else?
So Willie, you are up with an Indian.
Well,
He's going to pick somebody he went to school with.
absolutely. Bob Feller.
Oh, I thought you'd pick Gaylord Perry,
Hey,
your
feller.
other classmate.
How you doing, fella?
Bob Feller. And you know what? Gaylord is right behind him. So, yes.
Gaylord Perry played for like 17 teams. He wasn't
But,
Indian.
but I took Bob Feller, okay?
Bob Feller's a good pick.
I know it is.
Well,
Scott.
you picked the biggest cheater of ever.
Who's the greatest
He threw a
Indian of all
game.
time?
That's Pete Rose.
Well, it's
Well,
got to
he didn't
be.
throw a game though.
It's got to be Pedro Serrano or Wild Thing. Ricky Vaughn.
I'd say Rick Vaughn. Definitely Rick Vaughn.
Not say, hey, Willie Mays Hayes.
Nah, I go to Rick Vaughn. He was flashy.
Roger Dorn was
So was
washed up.
Hayes, though. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Hayes
yeah.
was too.
Roger Dorn I mean, he pissed on Roger Dorn's contract.
Dorn was a pretty boy. Dorn
Yeah.
was
That
dominant.
was Lou Brown.
Right now, I
Lou
feel like
Brown.
Dorn and JJ Watt are close to the same.
Tire world.
Who was the Japanese import that they got in Major League 2?
What was his
gosh.
name? Him and what's name became
Now
buddies
we're
in the movie.
reaching-
Didn't him and Serrano become real good buddies?
Yeah, because he went like this when after he hit the home run.
And then Major League 3 was incredible. Remember that catcher in 2 had to look at lingerie to catch?
Oh,
Was that the second one?
It was
It was
Rube,
Playboy, wasn't it?
Rube something.
Wasn't it a lingerie magazine?
I
He
thought
was looking at Playboy, and
Playboy.
then Playboy
Oh.
didn't work anymore, and he had to go to Victoria's Secret.
Yeah,
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 okay,
yeah.
that's what it was. So,
That was
like-
fun.
Glenn's like, what the hell you guys watch?
That was fun.
So team 2, we'll go with the Royals, and we'll start with Eric.
I'm going to take Mr. Pine Tar,
Mm.
George Brett.
Stretch.
Is it?
No,
I got your stretch right here.
I'm kidding. That's not what she said. Glenn, Royal.
I'm gonna take Bo Jackson. Not that I think he was like ever a great baseball player, but I don't think he'll ever make it on a baseball, Mount Rushmore
He was-
otherwise than
he-
the Royals.
But
He's an
you're Mount
incredible
Rushmore,
athlete.
which is great.
Yeah,
he
he's
was
on mine.
great.
He could be on the Mount
Royals is a
Rushmore
great
of athletes.
As
How
a
about
Royal,
that?
he was.
Yeah.
I mean,
he
There's
was.
there's that video of him tracking down the ball in left field and throwing Harold Reynolds out at the plate.
Didn't he run
Right.
through a wall as well?
No, he ran up the wall and around.
How about him hitting
No,
a
he
home run
ran
with
through Bosworth is what he ran.
How about
through.
hitting a playoff home run for the White Sox on a bad hip?
Right?
Yeah.
How about him leading off the All-Star game with a home run?
How about him? Nobody
Okay.
catches Bo.
He's legit.
Nobody catches
There you
Bo.
go.
Oh,
That's
that's football.
Bo's,
Sorry.
Bo's one of my favorites.
He was a Hall of
Yeah,
Famer
me
in
too.
football if he played. He should still be a Hall of Famer. Screw it.
He should still be playing. Willie?
You should. Well, the guy that was named after me, I'm going to go with Willie Wilson.
Yeah,
Willie
I
Wilson.
like that guy.
Hop.
Danny Tartabull,
Huh. How about Quisenberry?
Quisenberry.
Quiz, I love that.
sidearm.
I mean, you got Saberhagen,
Yeah,
Quisenberry.
Saberhagen,
If you want to go with,
Amos Otis.
I mean, sure, Omar Moreno. I mean,
You don't
Frank
like him?
Frank White,
How
UL
about-
Washington.
How about
Sweeney, Greinke.
Well, Sweeney Greinke. If you want to go more recent,
best shortstop
Alex,
in their
Alex
history?
Gordon.
yeah, Gordon was a
How
big
about
shot.
Eric
And then-
Hosmer?
Yeah, Hosmer. That's
Yeah.
I was going with him next.
Yeah, Hosmer, yeah.
How about Freddie Patek?
Pretty Patek.
UL Washington used to have the toothpick.
Oh, yeah. You all had the toothpick. Yeah, that's right, man.
I thought you were going to go with Buddy Biancalana.
So I wanted to
Ooh.
do this right. So I'm gonna go with the White Sox and let Glenn start the White Sox.
Well, there's a whole wall in what are we at now? Guaranteed Rate Bank, full of Mount Rushmore people. But
The G rate where the arrow points down.
yeah, right. In Biden's presidency. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I'll go with man. I've always been a Canerco fan. I know Hop hates him, but I'm a big Canerco fan.
I mean, there's
One
a reason.
team-
There's
one
a
team
reason I hate
player.
him. He won. He wasn't
Yeah.
a one-team player.
Who do you play for?
Reds and Dodgers. He was a Dodgers prospect,
Oh,
and then
you're
he
right,
was
you're right,
played
you're
for
right,
the Reds.
you're right.
Yeah.
Yep.
But he played a majority of his career with the Sox.
Yeah, a long time.
Willie, White Sox.
White Sox. Okay.
I mean, he is flipping through an encyclopedia of notes right now.
I got you.
You gotta like.
oh, White Sox.
I've never seen him have any notes ever.
Always have notes. Hey, you know what I'm going to go with? The old knuckleballer, Wilbur Wood.
I got your wood right here. After all that,
Jesus. Hop, go ahead. Oh my God, that was awesome.
Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Absolutely. I wrote my my senior thesis on sex scandal. Yeah.
And he flunked.
No, I didn't. I got a B on that. Yeah. It was less pages than what you're flipping right there.
Thank you for noticing.
I mean, I'm gonna take that. There was a little guy that played there. I think his nickname
guy.
was the Big Hurt. He does those commercials right now for
Nutrigenics.
Nutrigenics. I'm gonna take him. I
Nutrigenics.
think his name was Frank.
Big skirt.
I'm gonna take him.
I'm gonna mention Mark Burley. I know we talked about him before. Kind of underrated pitcher.
Yeah.
That dude pitched so fast games.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why it was awesome because you got to go to a game and you were out of there in 2.5
A
hours.
lot of complete games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was awesome. I mean, there's a lot. You're missing Nellie Fox. You're missing
Harold
Louis
Baines.
Aparicio.
Hey, Harold Baines sucked. That dude did not deserve to be in the Hall of
Chris
Fame.
Sale. Would you give Chris Sale? I mean,
Chris Sale, yeah.
short time he was there, he was
Chris
pretty
Sale.
impactful.
Yep. Chris Sale was good.
Appling.
Luke Appling, yep.
How about
Ozzie Guillen.
This
No.
guy.
Oh, Ozzie Guillen? Yeah, I like
He
Ozzie Guillen.
more so as a manager than a player.
Tim Anderson. Maybe.
F that guy.
Who was the big closer?
Or Bobby
Bobby
Jenks.
Where
Penn and Jenks.
Big Pen.
well, so what's his name what's his name would call for him? He'd go like this.
Yeah.
That was Bobby
Ian.
Jenks.
Yeah,
that was
Bobby Jenks. Yeah,
With,
Yeah.
with the
Mini
nasty
Minoso.
curveball.
Mini
Mick
Minoso. There you
I
go.
said that.
There you go.
Jim
Uh,
Tomey.
Right.
Still in the
Now
organization.
I've heard about Mount Rushmore people. How about I can't remember his name.
Paul
The-
Carrollson.
No,
Because
well,
you were picking coaches and
no.
managers.
I'm gonna pick the GM, the XA's guy.
Oh yeah,
Kenny Williams.
Kenny.
No, the guy
Kenny.
that did Disco Demolition Night. Who was the guy that ran?
Oh, Veek.
yeah, Bill Veek, man. The guy put them on the map for a week with their sweet outfits.
Yeah.
For a
Oh, yeah.
week.
Softball.
So we'll go to the next team. We'll let Willie start off this. The Detroit Tigers.
This is such a tough one.
Mm,
A lot of good guys out there,
yeah.
but I'm going with Al Kaline.
Yeah, Al Kaline.
Probably number one on that. Ty Cobb.
The
Oh,
guy
no.
Cobb,
So you're going with the biggest racist.
Well, I'm sitting at Ed's chair, so
How about Hank Greenberg?
good.
wonderful Jew.
Here we go.
Thanks, Ed.
Miguel Cabrera.
Yeah,
Who?
Miggy. Oh yeah,
Miggy.
Who?
Yeah.
I put him right up there.
Tigers. Sparky Anderson. I like coaches. You got to put him in there.
Alan Trammell, Lou Whitaker.
Trammer, Whitaker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of history of that team.
Verlander,
Verlander, yeah.
Verlander, for Christ's sake. I mean,
Kenny
Kate
McLean.
Upton.
Mickey Lolich.
Lolich. Yeah, you want to go to the 68 Tigers?
Oh hell yeah!
How about we go 1 year later?
69.
69.
That's what she said.
So our final team, we'll let Hop start this one off. This is the Minnesota Twins.
I'm going to leave the easy ones. I'm going to take Tony Oliva.
Okay.
Kirby Puckett.
I will interject. He is my favorite, but I left him.
Joe Mauer.
Second favorite.
Nice.
I'm pandering right now.
I'm going with Harmon Killebrew. I love Harmon Killebrew.
Yeah, he was phenomenal.
Right, like
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with I know it was late, but Paul Molitor.
Mhm.
He could be up there. I know it was late, but
He only played like 2 or 3 years with the Twins.
he's still great though.
Yeah, he was. He was more of a brewer than a twin.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to go, you go Santana, you go Blyleven,
Torrey Hunter.
Torrey Hunter, Camilo Pascual,
Morneau.
Jim Cott.
Jim Cott, absolutely.
Yeah.
But Jim Cott could have been a White Sox too. He finished his career
Right,
with the White
right.
Sox.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I think I would have to. I like Joe Mauer the best. I think.
Herbeck.
Well, I mean, you could go with all those guys. I mean, the 87-91 teams. That's right
Yeah.
when I was.
Yeah.
that's like naming the 16 Cubs for some of these guys.
Right.
You like all those guys.
Gagney.
He was all right. Puckett's still my favorite, and that's because it was when I was growing up playing.
Yeah.
But Mauer's right there too. Mauer's great to watch while Alex grew up.
Okay, so that was this week Mount Rushmore American League Central. We'll move to the National League next week.
We did talk about the fact that Hop wasn't wearing any twin.
Yeah,
Gear
Yeah,
at
I made
all.
fun of myself about
no,
it already.
no
Well,
twin
I just
gear.
want to make sure that everybody heard it again if they
Okay.
did miss it. So
Can I explain what I'm wearing? It's my favorite baseball player of all time.
who is that again?
It's
Kurt
Clem-
Schilling.
I see you have a bloody sock.
It's Clemens. It's Roger Clemens.
The Rocket, Roger Clemens. So couple more other things before we get out here today. This was on last night, the Golden Globes, and the reason I'm bringing it up because we're in a situation where TV is changing so fast, so many different things on. So, kind of want to ask you guys, what would be a show you'd recommend? 1 or 2 shows you might recommend for people to watch. Eric, if you have a recommendation for shows that maybe someone should watch, you'd say, hey, check this show out. It's pretty good. What would be 1 or 2?
Well, I mean, with current shows, I mean, it's going into its last season. Better Call Saul. I mean, if you
Jerk.
yeah, sorry, Willie, if
Stole
you're a
it.
Breaking Bad fan, maybe a show that people don't really know too much about is a Netflix series, The Peaky Blinders, which is really, really good. It's kind of it goes back to Birmingham, England, and it's kind of it's organized crime. If you're into that, it's kind of an old school, kind of a history piece. Really cool story, or a true story as well. But yeah, those are mine.
Glenn, you got any?
I'm a big Walking Dead fan, but a lot of people watch that already. So it's nothing that I'm surprising anybody with. But I mean, that's kind of been my go-to for the last 10 years.
Okay, Willie.
Golden Girls.
Well,
Thank you for being a friend.
it's right up there with Matlock and Quincy,
Barney
and,
Miller.
Barney Miller.
Great show. Barney Miller was a great
Help me
show.
out, guys. Help me
Columbo?
out, guys. here.
Newhart.
Columbo.
Yeah, you got an actual one.
Cannon. What's the other old one I used to like to watch? You know,
We're talking about new shows.
new shows.
New-
I thought those were new.
Oh,
I've never seen these goddamn things before in my life. I'm like, what the hell's going on? That Betty White, she's a hot chick, you know.
I mean, she's still alive.
Happy,
She is.
Happy, you got any?
Move on.
At least I like to think
Willie's
so.
list of shows is like, where are they now?
I know what Hop.
Is it pro sports? Because that's pretty much all I watch.
You don't watch any shows at all?
No, we're talking about a show.
I mean,
that you like.
Schitt's Creek was really good.
Okay, there
It
you go.
was really good, but we finished it like during quarantine because there was nothing else to watch.
Okay. A couple I'm a fan of. Big fan of Ozark. Last
great
season's
show.
come out
Yep.
in March. Be out in the next few weeks. The final season. So if you haven't watched it yet, catch up and watch the final season. It's a pretty crazy show. Another show, kind of a surprise winner last night for the best actor in a TV musical or comedy with Jason Sudeikis for the show Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
He is an American football coach that goes over and coaches a soccer club in England. The reason is the lady hires him because she wants the team to tank to screw over her ex-husband, and he's not tanking.
What does that make you think of?
Major League.
There
It's
you
like
go.
some of these guys move.
Look at your hat.
But
Look at your hat.
He's hilarious because he's obviously in Britain or wherever he is. And
What did he wear
Is that
last night?
streaming? Is that streaming?
it's on Apple TV right now.
Apple
Okay.
TV.
Yeah, Apple
Okay.
TV. So if you get a chance, it's a good show. It's one season and that's it. Hasn't started second
Yeah.
season.
What
Yet.
is
I'm gonna
what is
check
he
it out.
wearing on that when you did the
just a sweatshirt? With,
tie dye?
yeah,
Wasn't it?
tie-dye sweatshirt, and he looked like he was stoned out of his gourd.
And I heard he was hilarious. I didn't watch.
Oh, he was.
it.
He was like shocked.
He's
won.
good. He's really
Because
good.
he
was
married to?
Sudeikis.
He was married to Emily Blunt, but they got divorced, and she's with Harry Styles now.
No, Emily Blunt's married to
Emily
John.
was-
Oh, the other one,
It was. I thought it was Olivia Munn.
Olivia Munn, but she's
Olivia
with
Munn.
Harry Styles now.
Yeah, I thought he was married to Olivia
Yeah.
Munn.
I don't know. Jane looked it up last night. They were never married. Well, I thought they were too,
They dated forever.
but
What show
she's
was
with
she
Harry
on?
Styles now, and she's with some Olivia.
Some like doctor show or some
Aaron Rodgers?
hospital show.
What was her name again? Name her again. I forgot her
Olivia
name.
Olivia Munn.
Olivia
Wasn't
Munn.
she with the
No,
Rodgers?
not Olivia Munn.
No,
She
not
was
Olivia
in-
Munn.
Jesus,
It's not her.
we're all
Olivia
over
Wilde.
the place.
Olivia Wilde.
Olivia Wilde.
Jodie
for Christ's
Foster.
sake.
Yeah.
Sharon Stone.
You know,
Hey, I
so
want to thank Aaron Rodgers for letting me on this show tonight too. You know,
Chris Klein threw out some names: Greg Luzinski, Lou Whitaker, Alan Trammell, Ken Herbeck, and Rockford Files.
look at you.
Way to go, Klein.
So kind of surprising he won because he was up against Don Cheadle for Monday, Nicholas Holt for The Great, Eugene Levy for Schitt's Creek, and Rami Youssef for Rami. That's why I think he's surprised, just because of the group he was with. Schitt's Creek, Catherine O'Hara won for her role in the show. The one movie I kept seeing on there is a movie I do want to watch, The Trial of Chicago 7. It's about protests in the 60s.
Abby Hoffman.
It's kind of funny because it's a protest against the Democrats. It was hilarious. Democratic convention. So how the time has changed. But
that was where they unleashed the water hoses. and
yeah,
everything.
Sacha Baron Cohen was in it. Also, can't remember the other actor, and I can't remember his name. But yeah, it was looks like a movie. I do want to check it out. I'm just trying to see The Crown. One of a bunch of things. Never watched it. I don't have no idea.
It's like they're in like season 4 right now.
Yeah,
because
is
they're
it
all the
good?
way-
Have you watched it?
I started watching it on Netflix. I couldn't really get into it, but they're in like season 4 because they're talking about Charles and Diana right now.
Okay. No Man Land won the best drama movie. It's with Frances McDormand. There's actually people, nomads, that go country, and it's about nomads. That also was best director. Queen's Gambit won for best limited series.
You know what that's about?
The Queen's
Chess.
Gambit.
Chess. There you go. Yeah.
No shit.
That was another streaming, wasn't it?
It sounds exhilarating.
Netflix, right?
Yep.
It sounds exhilarating. How do I
Yeah.
watch this?
Sounds hideous.
Schitt's Creek was best TV musical comedy. The Crown won, and Borat
Yeah,
won
I saw
for best
Borat
musical
won it.
comedy.
Yeah.
And he also won for best actor in that movie for a comedy or musical.
Did anybody seen Borat?
Yes, I did.
Which
Second
one?
thing.
The
The
second.
second one, yeah.
On Amazon.
I saw the
Borat,
first
subsequent
one.
movie film. Yeah, it was on Amazon. Yeah, it was on Amazon.
Prime.
Amazon Prime. Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
watched him in Talladega Nights the other night.
You know, I never watched this, but he's got some depth as far as an actor. He was in a show called The Spy, which is really good. Where he played a dramatic
he's in Chicago
role.
7. He's
Oh, he is.
He's,
That's right. You just mentioned
he's
him. Yeah.
playing like it's a serious role.
Yeah, but somebody mentioned this show, The Spy, to
You
me.
didn't
and
wanna
it's
laugh?
total dramatic show. I mean, it's supposedly he's really good in it. So
And the tearjerker of the night, Chadwick Boseman won for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom as best actor in a drama. His wife accepted for him.
Yeah, she did. It was very dramatic, man. She did a nice acceptance speech.
Best animated film, as Tracy Morgan said, was Soul. But it was Soul.
Is that how he said it?
He actually said Soul. It was
Did you hear
Soul.
Did you hear Steve Harvey tweet it out at him? He said, "That's my joke. Stop it."
That's
So
great.
he said
That's
Saul, and Actually right after Tina Fey made a joke right away. She goes, "Tina, and nice to see Saul win an award." Tracy makes me feel right at home, she said. So those Gillian Anderson won for The Crown. She's in The Crown, X-Files chick. So
okay.
Mark Ruffalo won. Don't care.
That's Rocco Malaki if he likes that.
Yeah. So those. I said Ozarks and a show I've been watching. I keep forgetting to mention. I've been watching. If you're a fan of the Avengers, the Marvel comics, WandaVision.
Yes.
I heard it's pretty awesome.
It's
Yeah.
weird. It's strange.
It's very good though.
And it's supposed to carry into the next movie, which is Hawk and
I thought
Winter
it was going to
Soldier.
carry into Doctor Strange is the next movie.
I think Hawk and Winter Soldier is coming out pretty
the next-
quick.
That's
The next-
series.
the
The
next-
next movie though is
The
Doctor Strange.
Winter
Black-
Soldier.
No, it's Black Widow.
Oh,
They pushed it back. It was supposed to be out this year.
Yeah, because Hawk and Winter
Scarlett
Soldier. But I haven't
Johansson.
seen anything about Doctor Strange yet, though.
So,
yeah, it was supposed to be out.
I don't know.
Winter,
Yeah, I don't know.
but Winter Soldier already had a movie with Captain America.
No, they
Yeah,
have
but
a
this is
series
new
now.
because he handed over his
Okay.
his shield to
Yeah.
Hawk.
It's another Disney Plus series that's coming out in 2 weeks.
Hey, nothing to
What's
do
it
with
called?
The Hawk, Winter Soldier, and
Oh, that's a
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
That's a series.
It's a series. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Yes.
thought it was a movie. Okay. So I guess something else to watch.
One thing.
One thing I did
go ahead.
forget. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I forgot, because I don't remember too often. So, the Umbrella
It's not on
Academy.
your 85
Oh yeah,
page.
you were
Great
telling
series.
you were saying that was a good show.
That was very good. It's 2 seasons.
Is Rihanna in that?
Who?
Rihanna?
No.
No.
Umbrella.
Ella, hey. Now another show
I
I
agree
don't
with
know where it fits in with the award shows, but I'm really enjoying it. Is The Mandalorian?
I just
That was
watched
good,
the first
too.
episode. It was good.
Yeah, Logan and I have been watching. We're almost done with it.
Yeah,
There's
it's
2
good.
seasons.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're on the
I just-
second
yeah,
season.
two
And so where does that fit in these award shows?
It didn't
they
get
don't.
nothing.
Is it considered a mini series or what is it?
It-
I thought it's been incredible.
It should if you're going with Schitt's Creek and Netflix shows like
Yeah.
The Crown. The Crown
It's
won a
just-
bunch of
It's a
awards.
Disney Plus.
2 years ago.
Yeah, and
Yeah, but
it's
Star
pretty
Wars
good.
never really won a lot of movies.
Never won anything.
You
Yeah.
know, so
No, they won musical scores.
But I'll
That's
tell
true.
you,
That's
it's phenomenal as far as the Star Wars quality go. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's John Favreau,
Yeah.
Favreau or whatever is the
Favreau.
the guy
chef.
from Swingers.
The chef.
Yes, very good
Yeah.
movie too.
From Friends.
That's right.
Yeah, there we go.
So
He was also in the Iron Man movies.
yes,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
produced them as well.
And he was
yeah.
the-
Oh, he was in them.
Yeah, he was in
He
it.
was,
Yeah,
the,
him
he
as
was
well.
the driver.
He's done a lot of movies. Another movie.
Swingers.
Yeah, he's done a ton of
Another John Favreau. The Chef's supposed to be a good movie. I know.
Very good. Very
good.
good. Yeah.
And there's a series on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yes.
that is also
very
too.
good.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that was our entertainment corner for the night.
Which I think, we probably should do, because we all kind of like to watch.
Oh, it's like you talk shows and movies all day long. It's just like
No.
food and sports. You know.
Hops like, no.
Chris Klein
We can watch-
asked,
we
"Is
can
he
watch
playing
reruns.
Abby Hoffman?" Yes, that would be Sasha Baron Coleman. I believe is playing Abby Hoffman.
That
That
would
may be correct.
be right up
That may be
his
correct.
alley. Yeah.
And Jeff Jankowski says, "What's better than Monday nights with the basement benchwarmers?" I said, "Probably anything." That's my answer. I didn't want to be here.
It felt like it for the first half hour.
No, 45 minutes.
It's kind of like prison.
without the soap, without the lube and the chicken.
Chicken Alfredo.
or the
It was chicken Alfredo.
Next week we got a lot of lube and
the burritos in the paper towel, like Ed always explains.
We're building up for what next week? What's next week?
Next week is our year 50 show 52. It's been 1 year
Minus Eric.
for the bench warmers. Show 1 through 5 were our best work, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in the 5th one.
So 1 through 4 then.
They had great snake drafts, I guess.
That's right.
We haven't even done the snake
We
draft.
talked a lot about
transition.
that.
That's
Speaking of
coming up.
snake drafts,
Snake draft. Good segue, Eric. You're finally getting it after all these shows.
Took him 45 shows to get there.
So our snake draft tonight to finish up the evening will be I didn't even put it on here, so I'm gonna have to tell you guys. The snake draft is best NCAA college basketball players all time. We're just saying who you like. So we're gonna start with Eric. Can start since Eric, Glenn, me, and Willie will do it. So
One
we'll start,
sheet for Willie only.
We'll start with Eric and
One sheet.
One
sheet.
Go ahead, Eric.
The sheets of integrity.
Well, this is kind of a stretch, but I'm going to take Lou Alcindor.
What the hell are you going with here?
He changed his name.
What's his-
Kareem
oh,
Abdul-Jabbar.
oh, that guy.
bad
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
What was his real name? His full real name?
Oh, Lou Alcindor.
Ferdinand Louis Alcindor Jr.
Sounds hideous.
That was really nerdy of Glenn.
Who's next, Glenn?
Glenn
Pete
is
Maravich.
next.
Pistol Pete.
Who'd you say?
Pistol Pete
Who'd you
Maravich.
say? Pete Maravich. Okay. Willie.
He's got to check his notes for crying out loud.
No, I
Can't see him and they're too small of a font.
So many people to take from here, but I'm gonna go with the bigger head, Bill Walton. You know, I mean, I can't go wrong with that guy.
You can't. No, he's a great college player.
Sucked in the NBA.
I get two, right?
Yeah, here we go. I know what he's doing.
I'm gonna go with Christian Leitner,
Oh, no,
We all hate him.
but you ever watch that? I hate Christian Leitner. That's a great 30.
That was a great 30 for 30, though.
It was
Probably
awesome.
one of
it
the
was
better
great.
ones. One of the
Yeah,
better ones.
It was great.
And then I'm gonna go with also kind of not off the beaten path, but I'm gonna go with Mookie Blaylock. Played for Oklahoma,
Only because
87,
of Pearl
89.
Jam.
And
I was
yes,
just gonna
because
say, yeah.
Pearl Jam album 10 was named after Mookie Blaylock. So I'll go with Mookie Blaylock. Played for Oklahoma, 87 through 89.
Played with Stacey King on that team.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yep. Willie.
My turn. I'm going with this guy. Was the best guy in
This guy.
the team you've never ever heard of. I'm going with Larry Bird, 1979. I mean,
The Hick from French Lick.
that's right.
Wasn't
Yeah.
he collecting garbage before he?
He probably was.
Yeah.
And what was his brother's name? Ed Bird.
Yeah.
I think it was.
I think it was
TV
Bird
shows
was
he
the word.
did. Yeah.
World Be Free. Freeman Williams.
Oh, I thought you were.
What college?
Portland State.
What year?
75 to 78.
This is better than where are they now?
This is awesome. He averaged 30.7 points per
He
game
keeps-
and over
he keeps
106
rattling back
total
at me.
games. Yeah.
Eric, double up.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Not 5.
take a guy that God, he really just was an incredible scorer, led the NCAA in scoring twice, and unfortunately, after he was drafted, he passed away from cocaine overdose. And that's Len Bias.
Another great 30 for 30.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That was a great one.
And then my next one, and it just kind of a guy that stood out. I think went to multiple finals, lost to Jordan, but Georgetown's Patrick Ewing.
Chris Klein
I was
agrees
just
with
gonna
you.
say. I was just gonna say Chris Klein agreed.
Chris agrees with you. Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
So I'll take a homer
Smart guy.
pick for these two guys. Glenn Robinson.
Woof, woof. This big dog.
Big
Just barking.
dog.
It's better than a dolphin.
No, tell me more so.
I'm
Willie.
guessing it's my turn. Yeah. I'm gonna go with. We've talked about him before. I'm gonna go with Glenn Rice, University of Michigan.
that was an incredible Final Four.
That
It was
86.
awesome. 89 was it?
89.
Yeah.
89.
I'm gonna.
Was that
oh,
the
sorry.
Seton
They
Hall
beat
one?
Illinois.
Yes, they beat Seton.
That was Seton Hall that they beat.
They beat Illinois in the Final
they-
Four, and then they beat Seton Hall.
What year was that?
That was 89.
89.
89.
Yeah.
86. Was
So you're at
PJ was the coach of Seton Hall.
PJ
Yeah.
that was
Carlissimo.
pre Latrell Sprewell choking him.
Yes, yes.
I feel like I fit right in for Ed. Oh, Scott, you're up.
Oh, hey, that's me. Okay, I'm gonna go with Danny Manning, 84-88 with Kansas. Pretty much led them to a championship on his back. And then my last pick is be a bit of a homer pick. I'm gonna go with Jerry McNamara. His 4-game performance in the 2006 Big East tournament was one of the best 4-game stretches of any player in the history of basketball for just an outside shooter. He was unstoppable, and he carried them the championship of that. That was the game, I believe, not championship of the Big Ten tournament, or Big East. I believe that was the game where he hit a shot and the buzzer went off, and they redid it, and they hit another one to win it in overtime. Correct? So he hit one, time was like just over, and then he hit another one to win it in overtime. So he
That was
just an incredible run, incredible by him. And there's so many good Syracuse players, but he would be on their Mount Rushmore. I think Jerry McNamara would actually be on their Mount Rushmore, Syracuse.
Mhm.
And there's been many players that's gone through Syracuse that are great players. Willie.
I'm going with the logo. Jay West.
Jerry West. Okay.
You play college basketball?
Yeah.
Where?
He
When?
played. He played at West Virginia.
What years?
When?
1960.
What do you average?
29.3. Just
So,
guess.
in honor of Post Malone, I'm going to go with Allen Iverson.
Well, I guess I'll take a guy. And Scott said he wasn't the greatest college basketball player ever, but he did hit a game-winning shot in a national championship game with 3 seconds left for North Carolina. Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Who's winning too?
Hop, you have anyone to throw out there at us?
Sam Bowie.
Honorable mentions. Alonzo Mourning, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augman.
JJ Redick.
No, hit that guy. Just stop naming Duke people.
Well, there's so many Duke people. Jay Williams.
Who's the big star in China right now? Is it JJ?
Oh, Stefan,
JJ
Stefan Marbury.
Yeah,
No,
Marbury.
Starbury.
JJ plays here.
Starbury,
J-
yeah.
No, who's playing in China right now? Is this tatted up and used to be
Starbury.
That's Stefan Marbury.
No, there's another guy.
No, it's
Well,
still
tell us no again.
The Birdman.
Trajan Langdon.
Oh, you know who it is? He's thinking of the guy from, it's Adam Morrison from Gonzaga.
No, it's
God,
not
he
even
was
him.
a bust.
He's
Total
averaging like 70 points a game over there.
bust. 70.
And we left out Brian Reeves too. We talked about before the
Yeah,
show.
big
He was a great
country.
NBA, he was a
Big
great
country,
NBA
yeah.
player.
What about
yeah.
what about Kenny Anderson too? From Georgia Tech.
Yes. How about Shaq? Chris Jackson.
I
Tim
got one.
Duncan.
Mahmoud Maoud. The roof.
I was tempted to take this guy in my last pick, Frank Kaminsky.
Huh?
I would
of the
have
year.
I would have went with Mike Kelly over Frank Kaminsky.
How
If you're
about
gonna pick
Michael
Wisconsin
Finley?
guys?
Yeah,
Michael
the Final
Finley.
Four game.
Keith Van Horn.
Van Horn.
Van
was
Horn, great
awesome.
call.
He took Utah. Yes.
How we forget about David Thompson, Oscar Robertson.
Oscar Robinson's right up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about McHale and Michael Thompson? I mean, they took
Yeah.
crappy Minnesota teams to the
Ralph Sampson.
Elijah one. Nobody named him.
He was
Right.
all right.
Drexler.
Yeah. I mean, there's so
Gladly,
many.
gladly.
Obviously-
I'm sorry. I was. Did anybody say Worthy?
No, Worthy.
Yeah,
was
We're not
incredible.
worthy.
He was
Yeah.
all right.
Brad Doherty.
You could go on
Tyler
forever.
Hansborough
Hansborough was
was a good
player.
college player.
Montrose.
Big
Eric
jerk.
Montrose.
Giannis.
Psycho T.
Yes.
Oh,
for
then I went to Carthage.
for Greece.
No, Parkside. I'm sorry.
Parkside,
Parkside.
yeah.
Right.
For his Greece high school team.
So last thing I want to talk about real quick, you guys made me think of something. So they've been talking about doing an NBA logo change, possibly in the NBA, getting rid of the Jerry West silhouette. And the first one they keep showing is the Kobe. And I understand their thinking, but if they're going to change it, it's got to be Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no question that should be Michael Jordan. And I love to see it because LeBron would probably crap his pants, so that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But I mean, agree, disagree. I know it came out.
No, I
because-
What
agree.
logo would you want to see in Jordan like this?
Yeah, it has to be.
It's his
Jumpman-
logo.
the
It's his
Well,
Jumpman logo.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
Right?
He'd love it because it'd be more. He would have to okay it because it's actually
already
copyrighted.
It's already
Yeah.
trademarked.
yeah, our trademark. So
Yeah.
and it'd be free advertising for him.
Why are they talking about changing it?
Because Jerry West is old.
And to be well,
And they're
Because it's
trying
a
to
white
connect.
guy.
'Cause
Look
he's
at it.
white.
He's all white.
yeah, they said
Just color it in.
because the new saying in the NBA is
Who put Ed in the corner?
I want to get this correct if I say it, but I think the saying is black built the league or something like that. I could be wrong. It's something like that. So, and I'm fine with it, but it should be Michael Jordan. I don't
Yeah.
think there should be, and it could be even the reverse. We always do that reverse, when he has body clutched up, it could be that shot too. I mean,
Oh, that
Because then he could keep
one
the jump
double
man.
pump, the side dunk.
yeah,
Yeah.
something
He
like
could
that.
keep the jump
That was
man
legit.
separate as a separate logo.
yeah,
Then
yeah. So
I think if Kobe was alive, he would say Jordan
I don't
He
think
would.
it should be
He would
Kobe.
definitely.
I
He
really
would.
don't.
Yep.
because
I mean,
he's
Well, if you're going to upgrade, you're going to upgrade to somebody modern, and it's Jordan, right?
Jordan hands down.
Jordan hands down.
that's right, yeah.
If you're going to go from
And-
Jerry West to anybody,
And to be honest, it'd be tough to find. I mean, Kobe. They showed the Kobe graphic, and it does kind of. They made it, and they showed it, and it kind of looked like him. But to
Was
be
it him-
honest,
was it him in a hotel in Colorado?
no.
well, look at the guy who's
See
been
his wife.
barking
Sweet.
about it.
I
Is
did.
Kyrie? Kyrie's the one who's saying.
Yeah,
it, right?
Kyrie's blowing sage around, talking about things
Yeah.
that need to happen when he wants to show up for games. So
Man,
And
Kyrie's
so
doing
he's
that
not
job.
of a right mind. So
We'll get as consistent as you are, Kyrie.
But they've talked about switching the MLB logo too, because they think it originally was Harmon Killebrew.
Is that right?
Mm.
Yeah, that's the thought process behind it. If you look at his stance and it's there, and they're we should update the logo. Why? You gonna,
Bro,
you gonna
don't
drop,
fix it.
you gonna drop the shield?
Right.
well, that's that.
That's
You gonna drop the
that's
shield?
sacred.
Yeah, they won't do that.
I mean, the bigging thing
What
that
color is his shield?
The biggest thing the NFL
Red, white, and blue. That's offensive.
isn't there silver in it?
Chris Klein brought up, I'm sorry, real quick. Patrick Ewing, we said that already. Chris Klein, Rodney, and Scooter McRae.
Yeah.
And then Chris Klein said Michael will want to get paid.
Well, of course. Yeah.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, that's
I
why
don't-
maybe they do a
obvious.
separate.
I
a
kind
separate
of
look.
disagree a little bit. I guess he'd want to get something, but you think it's free advertising, number one. Number two, he'd be the logo for the NBA. I mean,
His legacy.
that,
right?
that is basically that. And to be honest, in the NFL, the shield should be Tom Brady's silhouette, shouldn't it?
He is the GOAT.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. What do you think, Hob?
I mean, sure.
I was thinking Walter Payton.
It should be the 6 rings, 7 rings, 8 rings.
Just him holding rings.
Yep.
If a logo could jingle. So let's finish up tonight. Closing thoughts. Hop, give us a closing thought.
Let's start with Eric first. He's got them all written down.
Eric, go ahead.
My closing thought is we got 2 weeks before Selection Sunday, 4 weeks before the start of MLB, 6 weeks to the Masters, and 9 weeks to the Kentucky Derby. Plenty to be excited about.
Minus the Derby.
Come on.
Before Glenn goes, let me just play the show info. Sorry, Glenn.
You're listening to the Basement Benchwarmers podcast. Check us out on Facebook at Basement Benchwarmers, also on Instagram at Basement Benchwarmers, and on Twitter at Base Benchwarmers. And our email is basementbenchwarmers@gmail.com.
Okay, so closing thoughts once again. Glenn, what do you got?
I got nothing tonight. After all that.
No, I'm listening to Eric, what he's looking forward to here. And I'm looking forward to the beers and the cocktails that we're going to have coming forward.
Yes. Yeah. A couple of St. Patrick's Day, maybe a black and tan next week. And then I got a little something special for St. Patrick's
There you
Day.
go. Maybe I can find another bottle of Blanton's. We get all liquored up.
Yeah, we might be drinking some whiskey.
Hop, you got anything now?
Be forewarned.
Yeah, I do. I heard the other day that starting with spring training games, this is the first Sunday. This is the last Sunday we will go without baseball till November.
That's pretty
Wow,
exciting.
that's good. That's a good thing. I like that.
We have. I mean, if you're interested in watching spring training games, but
And then
we'll have live sports.
and then the carryover is then football is going after that. So
Yes.
we'll have good sports to watch until February. Then so from now to February, and you got the NBA finals come up. NBA playoff basketball is better than regular basketball, hands down. So
Yeah.
and so yeah, that you got lots of lot of months. But yeah, good call, Hop. I like it.
The great thing will be is if we're actually there. I keep saying that I'll know that things are better if I'm sitting in Wrigley Field at some point this summer.
They are possibly going to have opening day. Not many people, but opening day.
Yeah.
Brewers are going to have. I think they petitioned for like 10,000 people.
35% they're petitioning for.
Well,
Yeah,
just
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I mean-
everybody's doing it. They're
Right.
petitioning any state that's been shut down or had crazy lockdown things. They're petitioning because you can make it work. You watched it with football.
Yeah, they were granted 10% and they're asking for more.
I mean, there's plenty of space.
Yeah.
Watch the parking lot. Super spreader event in the parking lot.
I think Wisconsin's got good numbers right now as well,
Yep.
too. So,
Everybody does.
Yep, fingers crossed.
Vaccinations work.
no.
Or elections.
Uh-huh.
Anyway,
Ooh,
Hold on. I'll go to Ed. Oh,
Yeah.
top 10.
Oh yeah, you know what? I got a top 10 tonight. Yeah, we have a top 10.
Oh,
I
here
forgot
we
all
go.
about it. So tonight, this is tonight's top 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's tonight's top 10.
So tonight, obviously, Ed's not here. So these are the top 10 reasons why Ed cannot be here with us tonight and join us. Number 10, he's trying out for Thunder from Down Under.
Tidy whities.
He's number 9, hanging out with Bobby Kraft at Orchids of the Asia Day Spa. Number 8, he's buying skinny jeans.
Yeah, I
I'd
can
love to
see
see
that.
that. I want to see that.
Made from
Nut
wild
huggers.
boar.
Camouflage skinny jeans.
Number 7, he's watching a Will Ferrell marathon.
I mean, Kevin Rash.
Number 6, he's getting his COVID shot.
Yeah, we all believe that.
Not. Number 5, and I can't read my writing. Oh, okay. Number 5, his exercise class ran long. Number 4, he's at Magic City because Eric recommended it, hanging out with Lou Williams.
Good wings.
Number 3, video chatting with Joe Biden about domestic affairs. Number 2, he is having a catch with the GOAT Tom Brady.
Love that.
And the number 1 reason why Ed could not make it, he's getting a haircut. That wasn't the right button. That one is.
What hair?
That guy's hairless.
That's,
Not in all places.
that's it for tonight.
Hop knows too much.
Hop knows too much.
He's been to the shower still.
Everybody's been to the shower stall with Ed.
Oh,
geez.
wow.
Yikes.
My closing thoughts is, guys, thanks a lot to Hop for sitting in for Ed, Eric, Glenn, and Willie. We are the Basement Benchwarmers. Please tell your friends to share, like the podcast released on Wednesday usually. All that stuff. Watch on Monday, 7:15 around. We begin. And once again, we are the Basement Benchwarmers podcast. Stay healthy and wash your hands.